Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all are having a good one so far. Welcome back to another stream. We are making some really good headway so far into the game. And tonight we're going to be doing Ishmael's affection story, and if we have enough time, we will be starting her wedding coding. That'll be this week, and then probably Saturday, realistically, we will be starting Discord's floating record. Discord's floating record should be starting up on this Saturday. So we're going to do that Saturday. Hopefully we get Ishmael's affection story done tonight. We move on to her wedding coding Thursday. And then Discord's floating record on Saturday. That'll realistically probably take about 2 streams. And while that's all happening, I am now into the production mode of the next short film as we speak. I'm gonna work on it tonight, and I'm hopefully gonna have it out this weekend. This weekend has been jam-packed for me. A lot of moving things so far still. I didn't have time to get to it as much as I would liked to, so that's on the agenda this week. And yeah, just kind of keeping the train rolling, you know, just keeping the train rolling, having fun at the same time, just making sure that I'm good to go, all the same. Then there's with work right now, so I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. Right now, where I'm working at, it's not cutting it for pay. Especially with what I'm trying to do. So, I got another job lined up, ready to roll. I'm hopeful I should hear back from them this week. Nothing changes except for pay and time. And I guess job objective at that point. And I would be getting paid $22.50. Which is not bad compared to what I'm getting right now. It's like a $3.50. It's a $3.50 difference from where I'm getting paid right now. However, if they match, then I'll stay. If they can match it, I'll stay. But right now, you know, I gotta go. I gotta do what's best in the interest of me. In the interest of all of this. Because this is my main objective. Like, this is one of the end goals. This here, ladies and gentlemen. Like, what you're seeing, me streaming, me being able to produce the content that I'm wanting to produce. So, if that job allows me to get into a better position for me to create more and bring what I'm gonna be bringing this to life more, then it's a no-brainer at that point for me. It's a no-brainer at all. However, like I said, if they match, then I'll say. But it'll be interesting on how it's gonna go. I should hear back. I should get an answer by the end of this week. They said a guarantee by the end of this week. If I get back from it earlier, hey, that's all more reason. That's all the better. So yeah, that's also been what's been happening too on the back end of a lot of things. Like I said, a lot of moving things are going on. So we're gonna see how it goes. I'll keep you all updated on that. And yeah, I hope you all had a good weekend. You know, like I said, this weekend's been jam-packed, but it's gonna be another jam-packed week, and I'm excited for it either way. We're gonna be doing again her Ishmael's affection story. I'm excited for it. After we ended with chapter 36, it made sense for me to do her affection story now, rather than having done it later or earlier in the beginning of Pilgrimage. It feels like it's a good time to do it now. Plus, her wedding coding's out, so we're gonna do that too. So I don't want to waste any more time, really. I want to get right on into it. To the 3 people watching, welcome. Hope you all having a good one so far. Okay, I'm going to pause the music, and then we're going to get right on into it. All right. Headphones are on. Been wearing headphones all day. Ugh. But I have to wear the headphones all day so that way I can keep my hearing. That way I can all give you guys good quality mixing of the audio when I go to do my videos. So as much as I absolutely hate wearing headphones at work that cover my hearing because it fucking hurts my head, and on top of that I know it's squishing my head. It's got to happen so that way I don't, one, lose my hearing, and two, I don't lose my hearing when I'm trying to mix. That's the biggest reason why I wear my headphones all the time. No one, barely anyone else wears their headphones while they're at work, and it's loud in there. So I'm like, hey, I ain't trying to lose my hearing right now, especially at this age. So, because I kind of need it. Equinox, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. The Masquerade Meltdown. I have no clue what you mean. Patrick, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far as well. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one. How are you? Protect your hearing? I'm definitely protecting my hearing. Like I'm making sure, especially with what I've got coming down the line, ladies and gentlemen. Like I cannot afford to be losing my hearing this early in the game, because it would be nice to have it long term as well. So, you know, if my head gets a little squished, then I guess so be it. Thankfully, I've got my hair, which covers me up on that, so that's a plus. So, who would win in a fight, Lucia or Phoenix? Phoenix Wright. I don't know who Phoenix Wright is, so I can't put a say in that. I can't put my 2 cents on that fight. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready to roll. Episode 1 of Ishmael, Perleon. I think that's how you say it. Professional lawyer. Oh, okay. Depends on the case. What's the case and what's the situation? What does this lawyer specialize in? Here we go, Mobius. Oh, we starting right off with the manga too. Nice. They say the snow in the ALU never melts. The land's cold, hard, and barren. It's like he was never meant for people. Oh, you're pronouncing it. Leon. All sound separate. Oh, yeah, they do. They really do. Pari could be one word, and then Leon would, Parleon. I'll see. I got it now. Think of a theme as a separate word. Oh, theme as a separate word? Okay. I'll have to remember that. Thank you. It's a separate word. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on. The whining cold winds always carry a touch of melancholy. God, I cannot pronounce that word. I butcher that word every time. Like the people who call this place home. A harsh environment, scarce food, limited sunlight, even though the literature born here is steeped in sorrow. Yet despite the sorrow, the writing on this permafrost is always about the soul. The soul remains intensely passionate. What moves between the ports isn't just icebreakers that conquered the Arctic Ocean, but also the spirits and lives of these people. Now, this frozen land shelters the last humans on Earth. The campfire looks tiny upon the stairs, but it keeps the darkness away for everyone. The next winter is coming, and the future is unclear, but those worries can wait around this campfire. The wandering singer carefully unwraps her guitar, handling it like a new guitar. Strings are impossible to find. She readies her guitar and clears her throat. As the sparks fly from the fire, her song starts to drift through the camp. Now, are they gonna sing here? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Uh-huh. There she is. We know who that one is. So this has to take place. Yeah. Okay. The song catches Ishmael's attention. Yeah. She walks through the crowd and sits by the fire, pulling down her hood. She listens to the song. If this was a dude, I'd be singing it, but it's a girl, and I'm gonna butcher I'm gonna butcher the immersion, so I ain't gonna do that. In her daze, she sees a figure on the bonfire. The younger, more innocent figure of her. Interesting. I ain't gonna lie, Ishmael's hair looks good. The flames stop flickering without a sound. Blaze Warrior! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. How's it going, brother? Hey, we're here. It's another day in the office. Another day chasing my dream. So, I'm very grateful for that, very thankful, and just happy to be here. Hope you're having a good one so far as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us continue on. She looked good. I'm not gonna lie, she looked good. Everything around her freezes, like a picture on the page. Ishmael raises her hand and gently flips it as if turning a page. And then... the flames, the song, and even the distant stars are all pulled away. Time becomes a book. Its pages turning backward. What happens here might be the work of what some call gods, a realm beyond humanity's reach. Or maybe the pages never existed, and it is just Ishmael remembering a past that is out of reach. Dazed and disoriented like waning from a dream, Ishmael hears not the singer's song, but a familiar voice from her memories. Is it her friend? Oh, that's not her friend. That's someone else. Ishmael looks toward the voice. Now this, I'm gonna take a wild guess, and this is probably her teacher. Really? Oh, really? Approaches with her usual smile. Can't be your teacher, is it? Ishmael pulls up a virtual panel and finds her friends' messages flooding the screen non-stop, their portraits on fire. Recording a sincere apology with the virtual panel, Ishmael sends a video on to her friends. After comforting her friend, Ishmael turns to her professor, who's already picked up her book. Okay, so that is her professor. I thought it had to be her teacher. I'm like, ain't nobody else that sound like that. Her friends are probably like medium to high pitch, maybe. Ishmael smiles in response. Rayleigh gently turns the pages of the book. This inequality shows that the heat of flowing into the system and its subsequent scholars consistently introduced by the new hypothesis to the original theory. Therefore, it can be proven that this principle and just reading it for fun. Okay. You ain't reading it for fun. Just reading. You're reading to learn knowledge, which is fine. Oh shit. She taps Ishmael's book twice, and the text starts to shift and change rapidly, coming to life if by some enchantment. Ralia closes the book and is now titled The Legend of the Grey Star. She hands the book back to Ishmael. Ralia slaps her own forehead. As her professor turns to leave, Ishmael stands up and calls out to her after a brief hesitation. Ralia turns back and her student looks worried. Ralia steps forward, smiling at the child who she sees as a daughter. Ralia suddenly tilts her head. She just thought of something. Seeing her professor as calm as ever, Ishmael's worries disappear. Hold on, let me see what you said. I was reading it, but I was trying to read that, and then I got distracted, and now I lost my train of thought. Here we go. Most recently, I was talking to a small streamer. She told me that she does small animations on the side, and she asked me if she ever comes on the Discord. Maybe we can talk, and I can voice. Oh, yeah. You know, just continue to build those connections, and be grateful for it, be thankful for it, and just be a sponge at that point. You know, you gotta take what you can get. Take what you can get. Also know that people may ask you to voice, and then next thing you know, they'll tell you, hey, change your plans. Someone else is gonna voice this character for a better fit. That's life. That's gonna happen. That's the nature of the beast when you step into that realm of voice acting and you become voice actor, actresses. That's anywhere on top of it. You know, that's how the world goes around. That, you know, there's always going to be someone else. There's always going to be moving parts, and you can only control what you can control. So again, if someone takes a spot because it's a better fit, then hey, you know, just got to be like, all right, all good. I thank you, and you move on. You just got to be kind about it. You got to be kind about it. You can't hit with aggression on it, because then it looks bad on you. And let's say, for instance, someone knows someone, or someone you get booked for a gig. And this could be anything, ladies and gentlemen. You get hit with, or someone asks you to do something, like, sure, I'll do it. Then they switch up and like, hey, never mind, we're able to get someone else. You lash out on that person. That person could know a lot of people and have a lot of connections. And let's say 2 years, maybe 3 years down the road, you go to do something else, and you go to do someone else and all that, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, okay, hey, yeah, I got you. I'll help you out. That person tells you that one person that you were mean to, that person that was mean to you, be like, oh, hey, that's the guy who lashed out on me doing this and this and that. Moonshine. Now, that's not shit. Now, it could not happen at all, but it does happen to where it's like, oh, you were mean to this guy, and he's a good client or a good friend of mine. I think we're going to part ways. Boom. And you shot yourself in the foot because of what you did years ago. So you just got to be very mindful. But that's all I'm going to say. And hey, if you ever find anyone better to voice anything that you are working on, then I'm okay with that. If that person is better off doing it than I am, that's okay. I'll try to get somewhere else. Oh yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, 100%. And, you know, and the other thing too is, you know, you can't it everything's a learning lesson, all right? Everything's a learning lesson in on its own reason. And I think the man upstairs allows us to make those mistakes, allows us to learn from the rejections of all that, because it helps us grow as a person, helps you grow as what you're trying to become. And it gives you a reason to continue going. It's like, okay, I see what I need to work on. I see what I need to improve on. I've been rejected a lot of times. I've been rejected many times with work, with things that I was gonna do, with relationships. It's gonna happen. It's the name of the game. Every single time you gotta take something away from it. So, yeah, for sure. If that time comes to where it's like, oh hey, this and this is gonna be a better fit, and it's like, okay, hey, all good. So, yeah, just be a sponge though. Just be a sponge. All right, here we go. Ah, bro, her smile. Hey, her smile. Whoa, her smile, bro. The smile freezes as a gust of wind blows from afar. Are we even in this story? I hope we are. Then the entire memory turns like a page in a book. The static from the tropospheric flight feels transparent, gently lulling everyone to sleep, until a sudden jolt of turbulence awakes everyone. Meanwhile, Lucy is already on high alert next to you. Okay, hey, I speak of the devil. Here we are. The turbulence has woken you up too. Yeah. Nah, I think I'm okay. You stretch a little, even though your injuries are mostly healed. Professor Hypocrite still wants you to rest. We don't know what that word means. She's already given me an earful. And she will give me an earful if she knew I was on this mission. I've had quite a bit of rest already, Lucia. Besides, this mission isn't too difficult. After the Imperia incident, Grey Raven has started taking on simpler missions, and this is one of them. Oh, whoa! So this is... We're in that... Whoa! Why are we way the fuck back here? Liv has been getting regular checkups at the Star of Life on her mind issues, so she has not been on recent missions. You take a deep breath and focus. Right now, you need to concentrate on the mission. Then, an unfamiliar figure appears. A pink-haired woman that watches you with a soft smile. Sorry. You are... She seems to have been waiting for you, waiting for your question. It's been a while. Excuse me. Have we met before? This is crazy whenever after you get some context of what the hell happened. Ishmael keeps smiling warmly at you. A strange yet gentle senior, that is your first impression of Ishmael. You push those weird thoughts aside. Are you the control court agent here to help with this mission? The briefing did say a control court agent would be joining you. Right. Let's go over the mission details then. According to the briefing, you are going to an underground facility left behind after the punishing virus outbreak, built by the old world government. Later, surface dwellers found this underground space and turned it into a base not unlike a conservation area, which now houses thousands. Who to? You have pretty much the same intel. Records show only corrupted were seen around the base before. This matches Babylonia's data.
住民の移送支援。彼らは他の保全エリアへ向かう。
That's right. Hutu, their leader, has determined that the place is no longer livable. If the punishing virus concentration gets too high, they'll be trapped inside and die. So they want to move to a Babylonia-controlled conservation area. Lee went by the base yesterday.
今回の任務概要はすでに端末で共有されているはず。あなたの目的は単なる情報確認ではないのでしょう。
The pink-haired woman gives you a knowingly look.
何か聞きたいことでも？
Sure, on that note, this is a standard mission. So why is a control court member joining the task force?
She's not really joining you, technically. The briefing makes it sound like she is just coming along for the ride. Plus, there is the line that says you are not responsible for the safety of the accompanied control court member. The control court usually stays in the shadows, so it's rare for them to go onto the surface. They do not typically show interest in the Earthbound factions. Given their role, could this mission involve the world government? Is it about something on the surface, remnants of the Golden Age? Even though you are both from Babylonia, you are the commandant here, you need to know her real intentions. Hey, just because you got a fucking title don't mean shit, alright? Once you on the ground, like, that shit goes out the window. After pondering briefly, the pink-haired woman smiles enigmatically.
暗室という存在を耳にしたことがありますか？
Oh god, the dark rooms! A dark room.
Ishmael is surprisingly open, her voice soft as she shares secrets of the past.
暗室は世界政府が設立された後、密かに建設された施設のことです。要するに秘密の研究所のようなものです。
That's fucked. The dark rooms. Do they belong to the Science Council?
いいえ、当時の科学理事会は名目上世界政府の下部組織でしたが、
Oh, I mean, of course.
言いなりというわけではありませんでした。
That comes with the territory when you have a name like that.
両者の間には協力もあれば駆け引きもありました。
And so, the dark rooms were created out of necessity.
世界政府は絶対的に従順な研究機関を必要としていました。
Oh, never mind. I see what they're doing now.
そこで研究されたものは今の観点からすると必ずしも先進的な成果とは言えませんが、観察員にはそれらの研究資料の調査と回収を行う義務があります。
So, Hutu's base was a dark room.
その通りです。不当が空中庭園に連絡を取ったことで、この暗室の存在が一部の人々に知られてしまいました。
Another political game. As usual.
Ishmael smiles.
今回に限ったことではありません。
You're not wrong.
ご心配なく、あなたの戸惑いは理解できます。観察員が
She pauses, then corrects herself.
私は特別な目的を持っているわけではありません。今回の任務ではあなたの指揮に従います。
Well, ain't that a rare opportunity right there.
私の行動に配慮する必要はありません。撤退前に私の任務を完了させますので、あなた方の行動の邪魔はしないとお約束します。
The enigmatic smile remains on her face. Maybe it is just you, but you feel something amusing behind her smile.
I see. If you say so.
指揮官、リーとの通信が普及しました。
His signal range has been greatly reduced since the location is on the ground, so you are now only connecting with Lee. Only now, sorry. When you open your terminal to talk to Lee, the signal is surprisingly choppy, making Lee's image blurry.
Lee!
想定外発生バニシング以後発見一時的撤退
Then you hear the sound of Lee's firing before the comms cut out.
指揮官、通信が妨害されています。
Wow. Alright, we got episode 2.
指揮官、
Oh.
到着しました。
The transport craft makes a slow descent, touching down at the plaza. The plaza is nestled between two mountains with a highway stretching out from it. This place looks really hidden from a distance. The plaza was clearly built for the Golden Age fighter jets, suggesting that this dark room was designed with combat in mind. Lucia starts scanning the area's punishing virus concentration after getting off the transport craft.
現在のパニシング濃度は数日前のリーの報告データよりも高くなっています。
Looks like Hutu's intel was right.
周辺を調査しています。
You know what? Now that I'm reading this story again, or now that I'm reading it again, now that I'm rereading what was just said, this immediately takes place after Ishmael's chapter because Imperious Frame. And then I was like, once I was reading, like, as it was going through my mind as I'm reading, I'm like, oh, I see where we're at now. We don't have our memories at this point right now, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why I was like confused as shit. But now I'm not. Now I'm ready to roll.
通信が途絶えるなんてかなり深刻な事態では。
Fuck! The transport craft pilot opens the cockpit window and leans out, asking a question.
Thanks. As usual, call for backup if we don't report in 24 hours.
了解です。どうかご無事で。
Right.
The transport craft slowly takes off, leaving the area.
あそこが入り口のようですね。
Ishmael points to a huge door at the base of the mountain ahead of the plaza. The door is built onto the mountainside, as if a giant spoon scooped out of a chunk of rock. The main dark room structure is underneath the mountain. The massive door is firmly closed, separating the inside from the outside.
外部から侵入された形跡はなさそうですね。
Something's definitely off. But don't jump to conclusions yet. Let's wait and see what Lucia finds.
While you wait, Ishmael asks you a question.
リーとの通信が途絶え、ここの危険度は明らかに任務の想定範囲を超えているはず。それなのに、なぜパイロットの支援を断ったのですか？
She sounds curious, not a loaded question, just a casual, friendly chat, like friends catching up. Strangely, she starts to feel familiar to you, as if you have known each other for a long time. I mean, we did get to know each other pretty well.
Missions like this aren't uncommon to Grey Raven.
珍しいものじゃない。
She repeats the last part softly.
これがあなたの日常ですか？
Not entirely.
あなたの物語にとても興味が湧きました。
I mean, sure. I'm prompted, she says it before getting quiet. Just as you start to get confused, Lucia comes back from scouting.
周辺に外部から侵入された形跡はありませんでした。
内部からの侵入。
Internal intrusion.
Internal intrusion? No, that doesn't make sense.
他の出入り口。
There's no way a facility like this only has one entrance.
あなたの言う通り、他の出入り口があるのかもしれません。それに関する資料は持ち合わせていませんが、監察員が確認した資料は一部だけなので、他の出入り口の存在は不明です。
So you only got some records and you don't even know where the damn thing's at?
不当は自分たちの逃げ道を確保するために、一部の情報を伏せている可能性があります。
Well, that's a good move then. It's a good move.
So, he doesn't fully trust Babylonia.
After searching the area, you find a hidden small door on the far mountainside. You cannot force the door open, but you find a control panel hidden behind the rocks next to the door after a while. Since Liv is out and Lee is not here, you have bought a decryption device just in case. Lucia looks at you after checking the panel.
解読にはおよそ20分ほどかかるかと。
20 minutes? What the?
お手伝いしましょうか。
Ah, yeah, I know you can get in there.
Do you have enough computing power?
ええ。
It would be quicker to have the console handle the decryption directly.
Sure. Thank you.
Ishmael walks up to the panel and skillfully initiates a decryption process.
2分ほどで終わります。
Alright, hey, that's more like it there. That's more like it there.
どうやらこの拠点の人々が
That's some serious computing power.
Cutting to the decryption time by almost 10 minutes, few in the task force have that level of power. Where Ishmael is just built different. Ishmael does not seem worried about revealing some of her cards. 2 minutes later, the door cracks open.
行きましょう。
Inside, you find a large open warehouse area with various vehicles.
武器に装備。彼らはすでに撤退の準備をしていたようですね。
Let's head over to the elevator first. Based on U2's data, the underground base has 20 floors in total, with B7 to B14 as living areas. They were on B12 at the time.
地下12階に向かうのですね。
Right. Investigating where they spent the most time is the easiest way.
Going to the warehouse, you see the elevator bay ahead of you.
指揮官、異合生物を発見しました。
Two medium-sized head-over creatures are wandering near the elevator bay. What are we, hunting deer here?
Let's go. I'll take the left. You take the right.
了解。
The head-over creatures turn to the three of you, roaring. They have definitely picked up the traces. As the fight starts, Lucia immediately speeds up, charging the head-over creature on the right like a fast, low-flying gray raven. The frost fades as Lucia takes down the head-over creature quickly and cleanly. At the same time, your bullets hit the left one perfectly, exploding when they hit the head-over creature's torso.
少し問題が。
Ishmael stops at the elevator bay. One elevator stands out from the others. The elevator door is ripped open with a big pool of blood in front. 3 bodies lie on the ground, laid out from the elevator.
They're armed. They're not just regular citizens. Judging by how they fell, they were trying to get outside. There are signs that they were attacked backward.
このエレベーターは内側から破壊されていますね。エレベーターで上がった後、異合生物がエレベーターシャフトを使って追いかけてきたのでしょうか。この事件が発生してからまだ1時間も経っていませんね。
After a quick look at the markings on the floor, Ishmael concludes.
So the punishing virus did come from inside.
そうかもしれませんね。
That smile of hers. For a second there, you get the feeling that Ishmael knows exactly what is coming.
指揮官、こんなものが。
What Lucy has found is a Babylonian Babylonian-made storage device.
おそらくリーが残したものです。
You plug the device into your terminal, and then the video starts playing.
状況を報告します。いくつかのルートにこの映像を残しておいたので、必ず見つけられるかと任務情報に基づきこの拠点を訪れ、拠点のリーダーである不当と接触しました。しかしつい最近、この拠点内で異合生物の集団が発見されました。主に地下5階から地下9階に集中しています。ここの通信は完全に遮断されています。ここの避難者が多すぎるため、先に彼らを海外避難させて異合生物から遠ざけるつもりです。
He pauses for a moment.
僕はここをすぐに突破できないので、このような形で。
Even though he looks worried in the video, Lee keeps his cool and gives a quick rundown of what is happening.
現在僕たちは地下12階にいます。突破速度から推測すると1日間後には地下17階から地下19階に到達し、そこに一時的に避難する予定です。今からここのリーダーより拠点に関する情報を伝えてもらいます。
Lee steps into the side, moving out of the frame as a man wearing Kowloon style clothing walks into view.
私はふとこの拠点のリーダー
Damn! Holy shit! Look at that fucking look at that look. He is staring into into our soul. He is straight dead face right now. He is like, look into me right now. He looks a little anxious. Boy, he looks more than anxious. What the hell?
無駄話は省略する。我々の精鋭チームを派遣して突破させ、この映像を持ち出させる。この映像を見たらすぐにできるだけ多くの応援を呼んでほしい。この拠点には防御システムが備えられていた。それを緊急時の避難をサポートするように改造していたんだが、 予期せぬ事態が発生し、防御システムが勝手に作動してしまった。地下6階と地下7階の間が封鎖され、誰も外に出られない状況だ。部下にダクトを通って封鎖を突破するよう指示する。この映像が届くことを願っている。ここにいる数千人を死なせるわけにはいかない。
Video cuts off there.
やはり
What is it?
暗室には特殊な状況に対応するために設計された防御システムが備わっています。
Emergencies.
内部の人間、あるいは何か他のものが外へ逃げ出すのを防ぐためでしょう。彼らはもともと暗室にあった防御システムを利用したと言っていました。そしてそれを改造しましたが、その改造方法が甘かったのでしょう。防御システムを使って外部からの侵食体の侵入を防ごうとしたようですが、逆効果になっています。
指揮官、どうしますか？
Leave a message in case we lose contact. Lee's comms are down. There's probably electromagnetic interference blocking the signals down here. Hutu said floors B6 and B7 are locked, and the head creatures are all of B5 through B9. But the vents are pretty safe. Let's take the elevator to B4 and descend to the vents. According to Lee's intel, they're supposed to be taking shelter on B19.
The three of you enter the elevator and head to B4. You try to select floors below B7 on your way down, but they are indeed locked. You've not seen many Hedo creatures on your way, but you've encountered protective barriers on the stairwell of each floor. Lucy has been tearing down these barriers, so you are able to descend steadily. You keep going until you see a large B10 written on the wall where Ishmael stops.
グレイ・レイブン指揮官、ここで一旦別行動を取る必要がありそうです。
I think it's pretty wild how when you read this, you go to read this, and then next thing you know, they're speaking in this first, and then they continue on with what I was saying. So, like, you go to read this, but she says Grey Raven Commandant, and then says the rest of the word. So instead of it being saying, it seems we're at the part where it's here for now, Grey Raven Commandant, she literally goes to say, Grey Raven Commandant, comma, or period, it seems we have to part ways here for now. Period. End sentence. I think that's so interesting how they do that sometimes. Is granted, it's how the Japanese speak. They always do that first. It's how they do their translations or whatever it is. Maybe a translation thing. Yeah, maybe. But I've always noticed that in anime, like even watching anime shows, like you go to read the subtitles if you're not watching the English, you go to read the subtitles and they always say the name first before even continuing on with whatever the hell they're gonna say. And I think that's so interesting on how they do that.
Because of your mission?
はい。資料によると、暗室の中央制御室は地下10階にあるそうなので。
Can you handle the Hedo creatures?
Ishmael says nothing but giving you that enigmatic smile of hers. You remember that line of your mission briefing that you are not responsible for the safety of the company control court member.
自衛はできますのでご安心を。
Get down!
Right as you are talking, a head old creature sneaks up from behind Ishmael. Ishmael does not look back, she just takes a step to the left, dodging the head old creature's claws. In one move, she pulls out a pistol, turns, and fires, the bullet heading straight toward the head old creature's head. Ishmael's smile has not shifted a bit. She smiled, pointed the gun, and then boom, and then continued smiling.
私も構造体ですから、演算で攻撃を回避するのはそう難しいことではありません。ご覧の通り。
The head old creature hits the ground with a thud.
中央制御室で暗室の防御システムを制御してみます。もしかするとロックされた防御システムを解除できるかもしれないので。
We know she can. It's just a matter of does she actually want to? Here we go, episode 3. After leaving the Grey Raven, Ishmael walks alone to the control room. She runs into Hedo creatures now and then, but the creatures just wander past Ishmael like she's not even there. The pink-haired construct walks calmly past the Hedo creatures toward the control room. As soon as she enters the control room, Ishmael feels something off about it. The fulfilling cabinets that should have been there are gone, replaced by weird open space. The air on the spot is twisted and warping, and the Hedo creature, unlike any she has seen, stands in the middle of the room.
異合生物いえ異象模造物と呼ぶべきですね
Surge mimicry.
あなたはこの時間にいるべき存在ではありません
Ishmael looks at the chair beside her. She takes a step forward, and the chair looks like it has fallen over from another perspective. But looking closer, the chair is still firmly standing on the ground. Ishmael holds her hand out, waving gently.
感覚のズレ時間だけでなく空間も
Taking another step, she feels like she is walking through the thick slime. The control room looks like it is covered in the red tide, but also seems to just be an illusion.
どこかしらから異合生物が侵入してきたことは確かですねここではない
This is where it all started. The dark room's defense system got infected here. But why did this place get infected?
暗室が異合生物に襲撃されること自体はおかしくないただグレイ・レイブンなら対処できたはず
Oh yeah.
本来起こるべき展開はグレイ・レイブンが住民を率いて異合生物を撃退し任務を完了するこの中央制御室が侵食される展開はなかったのに何か異常事態が発生した
She ignores the surge mimicry staring at the space in front of her, but her gaze seems to go past it. Her eyes land on the distant. Ishmael looks down, fiddling with the dice in her hand.
いいえまだですねまだ時は満ちていない
She stares off into the distance, gazing for a long while.
まだその時は来ていない
Ishmael puts the dice away, her gaze cutting through the control room.
あれは
She squints as if she's seeing something interesting.
あなただったのですね
The surge mimicry wails and slowly fades away. Something outside time seems to be stopping it from being there. The displacement in the control room starts to dissipate. Ishmael steps forward like her next step will take her to another world. But then, something on the floor catches Ishmael's eye. A wooden 20-sided die. Apparently, she has not put the die away properly. The die has fallen onto the ground with the number 20 facing up.
大失敗というわけですね
Ishmael gives up on her plan and steps back. She moves to the side, quietly watching the punishing virus in the control room disappear.
やはりあなただったのですね
She gives a knowing smile.
それならここで起こるべき展開はやはりグレイ・レイブンが住民を率いて異合生物を撃退し任務を完了する
Everything is as it should be.
Grey Raven 指揮官
Familiar voice suddenly comes through the comms. Oh, I ate too much food. Shit.
Ishmael?
私です
Oh, I fucked up that.
防御システムのロックを解除したので通信が行えると思います今からリーとここのリーダーと通信をつなぎますね今は私が暗室全体の防御システムをコントロールしています異合生物を隔離しあなた方に進むべきルートを示します
That'll be a big help. Thanks.
The large display before Ishmael has split into multiple smaller screens showing surveillance feeds from the various locations. She can see Pop and P moving down and Lee heading to the residence fighting back on B-19.
グレ
Or
イ・レイ
leading.
ブンとのコンビ懐かしい感覚です
She hits the broadcast button, making an announcement to everyone in the base.
イシュマエルですこれより遠隔支援を始めます最適化した突破ルートを端末に送信しました地下13階から14階への通路には異合生物が多くいますが防護壁で隔離済みです
Understood.
With Ishmael's info, you, Lee, and Hutu work together to get the evacuees out as fast as you can. Ishmael's voice cuts through the static on the comms every now and then.
地下19階 リーゴ通路の52式自動系機関銃が作動しました。本当に久しぶりですね。
It's been a while.
Even with her hushed voice, her odd comment has not gone unheard.
前々から名高いグレイレイブンに憧れていましたから。
Oh, shucks. Come on.
地下19階 A エリアの武器庫の位置を送りました。そこで銃弾を補充できます。
Ishmael changes the subject, marking a new spot on your terminal. Putting your question aside temporarily, you signal Lee to lead the evacuees to the armory for weapons. Seeing Pop and P on the screen, she smiles a little.
前のようにまたお願いしますね。
After 5 hours of watching the monitors, Ishmael calmly presses the last button, seeing off the headquarters that Lee and Lucy have pushed back. All threats along the evacuation route are eliminated, and the rest are locked behind the impenetrable barriers. The screen shows the team on the first floor. Grey Raven's mission is halfway done. All that remains is moving these 4,000 plus people to the conservation area. Ishmael turns away from the monitor, stands up, and walks to the corner of the control room. The wall there recedes inward, slides aside, and reveals an elevator. She steps inside, pressing the button for B21. A moment later, the elevator door opens and Ishmael steps into the small room ahead. Motion sensor blur activates as Ishmael walks in. The room is hardly spacious. There is only a row of filing cabinets, and large computing glowing blue. It is like walking into a strange little library. Ishmael walks into one of the cabinets and pulls out a box. There is only a vacuum-sealed disc inside.
これで任務完了です。
Damn, how long is this episode? Grey Raven has successfully led the Dark Room residents to the conservation area. 47 people died during the battle and the escape. Hutu held a small funeral for them. Regardless, it is all over now. Ishmael sits on the corner of the conservation area, quietly watching as you talk to Hutu and the conservation area supervisor. A young person runs up to the conservation area supervisor with a folder. After a brief exchange, the two of them step away, leaving Hutu and you.
今回の件心から感謝します。グレイレイブンはやはり噂通りですね。
Alright, we're just doing our job.
It's what we do.
Ishmael would notice how you hesitate briefly before asking Hutu a question. Hutu visibly tenses up afterward. Your conversation ends shortly after. Hutu leaves with the head down, looking somewhat shameful. As Hutu walks away, Ishmael comes over.
お疲れ様です。
Madam Ishmael. Thank you for your help this time.
するべきことをしたまでです。さっき何を話していたのですか？ 極秘情報なら言わなくても構いません。
It's fine. It's not a secret. I asked him why he didn't leave, or why he didn't have Lee send a message. Lee could have handled it on his own.
Ishmael gives a knowing grin.
空中庭園を信用していないから。
No. He doesn't. He was afraid Lee wouldn't come back. He figured Grey Raven would have abandoned them if Lee stayed.
The pink-haired consort frowns, looking a bit confused.
なぜ彼はリスクを冒してまで新しい保全エリアに移動したかったのでしょう。中央制御室で暗室全体の状況を把握しましたが、まだ使える物資が大量に残っていました。異合生物を片付けさえすれば、外のパニシング濃度が高くても、あの拠点で10年は持ちこたえられたはず。あと10年生きられ。
Oh, shit.
It's about hope.
希望？
They have hope for the future, so they refuse to stay in a tomb.
希望。
Ishmael thinks about the word over and over. It feels like forever since she had home, but now how long has it been? She has been on a long journey, so long that her memories are a bit blurry. Does she, as she is now, still hold on to hope? Time changes a lot, but some things leave a mark, and like that die.
お待ちください。
She calls out to you, who is about to leave.
What is it?
渡したいものがあります。
Ishmael pulls up a wooden 20-sided die from her pocket and hands it to you.
This is...
これは 希望です。
Seeing the die in your hand, Ishmael seems momentarily taken aback.
歩みを止めず前に進み続けて、このサイコロをくれた人がそう言っていました。これを
Thank you.
The conservation area supervisor comes over. It seems they have sorted things out.
あなたはもう行かないといけませんね。
Ishmael smiles and says goodbye before walking into the crowd. She sees a little girl asking a guitar player to teach her, and he smiles and agrees. Watching the crowd, she listens to the sound of the guitar swell again. The twilight disappears from her view, and the cold, snowy wind hits her face again.
彼らは未来に希望を抱いている。だから墓場にはとどまらない。
The singer's voice echoes in her ears as Ishmael tightens her cloak and watches the bonfire dance.
今度もまた彼らのために
Bet your ass I will.
のしをあげることができるのでしょうか。
Ah, there we go. There we go, episode 4. It is recommended to enjoy after completing the main story. Interesting. Okie dokie. I need to get a water after this episode too. This is a story that happened between moments of the past. It was the night before a girl set out on a journey to face her fate. And it was the last moment of warmth she would ever know. This is a story of time travelers. The pink-haired woman stands silently, watching the destruction from above. Oh, that's a nice detail. I was wondering why her eyes were all like light blue. Now that makes sense. But alert beeps as she looks at the device on her wrist.
時空の乱れが起こってる。どうして？
After a brief pondering, she decides to investigate. Like it's coming out of the darkness at first birth to see a broken world. Ruined buildings are everywhere, the ground shakes, and the light changes constantly. Despite the chaos, you feel oddly calm. And then the questions arise.
Who am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going?
Even basic thoughts hurt, or you can picture these red lines. The red lines tremble, setting on a deep cosmic tones. The sounds from the space overturned signal the end of time. A figure seems to appear near the red lines, quietly arranging them. A loud noise jolts you back to reality. Pieces of the ruins fall around you, a clear sign that this place is not safe anymore. You need to find shelter fast. Ah! Interesting that we're here. But is there anywhere really safe?
こっちです。
You look toward where the voice comes from and see a pink-haired woman running towards you, waving frantically. Oh, that's...
この世界がもうすぐ崩壊します。
Wow, crazy voice range. Considering how she's like that low, she goes from that to a mother's voice to now. Oh. You try to run after her, but fall after just a couple of steps. Oh, I thought she got crushed by the... I thought she got crushed.
My body feels weak. No, that's not right.
It is not that you were weak. More accurately, your mind is not accumulated to this body. Like a terminal overload with the programs, your body is slow to react. When she sees you fall, the pink-haired woman instantly grabs her hand. She pulls you along, guiding your sluggish body as you run around the corner. A gold and glowing gate stands before you. You go through the gate and everything changes. Oh, whoa.
What happened here?
You are standing on the rooftop, and in the distance, the end of civilization. Meteors rain down, ripping through the sky and leaving fiery trails. Trails. I almost said tails. The star, meant to warm the planet, flickers and dies out. As it flutters, the whole cosmos turns crimson, the red tint creeping across the night sky and radiating pure doom. In the earth, the ground itself is torn apart by the strange gravity, rising and crashing down. Magnetic fields become visible, pulling tons of magnetic materials into a vortex to form a massive writhing snake on the ground. A gust of wind sweeps her hair aside, showing sorrowful eyes. She stares ahead as if she burning the scene into her memory forever. It only lasts a second, but it feels like forever before she finally looks away and turns to you.
私はイシュマエル、タイムトラベラーです。
Time traveler.
はい。時空のパラメーターの乱れを検知してあなたを見つけました。本来ここには他に誰も存在しないはずなんです。
The anomaly in the distance is getting closer, and it is clear that you are both going to be wiped out soon.
私はもう戻ります。あなた
Fuck!
How do I get back?
Ishmael looks surprised.
知らないのですか？どうやってここへ？
Lady, I don't even know how I got here.
I don't remember anything. How do I get back?
Ishmael lowers her head in deep thought.
タイムワープの副作用でしょうか？前例がありませんが。
Oh, okay, so is this where... Clearly this is after Ishmael's chapter of the trilogy. I'm gonna take a guess that this is probably one of the timelines that we were at, trying to find the correct timeline. And we ended up coming here. The wind picks up Ishmael. The wind picks up as Ishmael looks at you.
タイムワープ呼吸はありますか？
What?
時間平面の破壊と空間定位を元に戻すための装置の呼気です。
I'm not sure if I don't have anything like that.
Hearing that, Ishmael thinks for a second before holding out to her hand.
捕まってください。
She checks the device on her wrist, confirms the parameter setting, and then looks back.
早く。
Right.
The device shines a deep blue light, enveloping Ishmael like liquid before flowing along your hand and covering you too. In the final moment, the stars before your eyes fade to gray, and then the next second, everything plunges into darkness. You hit the ground hard, everything looks blurry, and you feel dizzy. Still, you can about make out you are in some kind of research facility with your hazy vision. God, that was a fucking mouthful.
なぜ任務を途中で放棄して人を連れ帰ったの？
A person approaches and asks.
薬を持っていますか？この方を連れて帰ってくるのに予備の呼気がなくて。
Now this is interesting.
どうぞ。
手を出してください。
Something has been attached to the back of your hand.
口を開けてください。
I'm sorry, what?
適応剤です。楽になるので心配はいりません。
Okay.
You feel a capsule going into your mouth and it dissolves right away. After taking the agent, your vision clears and the dizziness goes away. You are finally able to stand up and look around properly. You are clearly in a research facility. Behind you is an open area with all sorts of mechanical arms. To open space floor is a little bit different from its surroundings. It's a hexagonal platform made of glass-like material that emanates a soft white glow. Nearby, a few staff members hunch over their workstations, jotting down data and acting indifferent. They do not seem to care what is going on. You can see more of those hexagonal platforms in the distance, each with workstations nearby.
程度の差はあるものの、タイムトラベルをするたびに現実に変革が起きます。
So this is when she was in her time traveling shenanigans.
彼らは現実変革に関するデータを記録しています。
The woman cuts Ishmael off, her voice sounding urgent.
どうして部外者を連れ帰ったの？規則に反するって知ってるわよね。それに今回あなたが到着したのは終結年よ。
Terminus here.
目標地点で発見したんです。この方もタイムトラベラーである可能性が高いので。
The woman's face does not change upon Ishmael's explanation. Ishmael starts introducing everyone after her brief explanation.
こちらは当 3T 型先輩です。この研究所の設立に関わり、一部のタイムトラベラーの任務管理をしています。
God, she looks so different. Her personality changes so clearly different from here to what we know her as now. And I forget their names are that.
その時の状況を詳しく話して。
目標地点で任務を遂行中に近くで時空の乱れを検知したので確認しに行きました。
While Ishmael explains, TAT3 class scans you both with a strange device. After seeing the scans are normal, Ta class looks a bit relieved. After Ishmael finishes explaining, Ta class shakes her head with resignation.
古希一台で2人もワープするなんてとても危険な行為よ。見ず知らずの人のためにそんな危険を冒す価値はないわ。幸いにも今回は機関で先行じゃなかったから良かったものの。
She pauses and lets out a sigh.
初対面の人のために自らを危険にさらすなんて。前々からあなたの親切さについては聞いていたけど、今回の件は予想以上よ。研究所の人たちがあなたを親切なマイルちゃんと呼ぶ理由が分かったわ。
Fuck it. That's a new one. Ta class turns from Ishmael, who's trying to avoid her rubber man, and faces you.
もしタイムワープを通じてここに来たのなら、あなたもタイムトラベラーね。データベースを調べてみるわ。
I highly doubt you do, but alright.
情報が見つかるかも。あなたがここに来た経緯は想定外だし、まだ身元もちゃんと確認できていないけど。
Demo.
ようこそ、モズ研究所へ。
Shrike.
見ての通り、ここはタイムワープの研究所よ。しばらくここに滞在することを許可します。
She finishes speaking and turns back to Ishmael.
先に用事を片付けてくるわ。マイルちゃん、あなたはこの。
She pauses, realizing she hasn't asked the stranger's name. Ta class frowns harder.
じゃあ、招かれざる客とでも呼ぼうかしら。
She pats Ishmael's shoulder and walks away with the wariness of someone facing another overtime shift. Once Ta class is gone, Ishmael turns to you.
何か覚えていることは？
I just remember general stuff. I can't recall anything else,
名前も？
including my name.
Ishmael pauses, thinking.
じゃあニックネームをつけましょうか。自分の名前を思い出すまでニックネームで呼ぶことにしましょう。
Sure. That'd be great. Wishmel.
Alright, we gotta do it. Ishmael puts her head down, thinking hard and muttering to herself.
さつまいも、
Sweet potato!
ククロ、あ、それともクシュ。
What are these names? She claps her hands, done with her brainstorming.
灰色の服を着ているからグレイレイブンはどうですか？
That'll work.
視翼の白いカラスは幸運を運ぶって言いますし、どうです？いいニックネームだと思いませんか？
Grey Raven. This name.
あ、嫌でしたか？
No. It just feels kind of familiar.
何か思い出せそうですか？
No, not at all.
大丈夫です。少しずつ思い出せばいいんですよ。
Bro, her personality is so different than what I remember. Than what we know.
ついてきてください。まずは休憩室に案内しましょう。
As you head toward the exit, you ask Ishmael about the research institute.
Oh, and what was that glowing gate we went through?
位相転送スクリーン。あ、いわゆるワープゲートです。
That's new to me.
ワープ技術はすでにかなり確立されています。どうやらいろいろなことを忘れているようですね。
You mentioned a terminal earlier.
時間平面の破壊と空間定位を元に戻すための装置の呼気です。
Do we have to say the whole thing every time?
普段はタイムワープ呼気やワープ呼気と呼ばれるので、それで通じますよ。
So the bots can time travel.
本体との連携が必要ですが、
That can't be.
Ishmael smiles, understanding what you were getting at.
今は正式名称を言わない方が良さそうですね。本体はスーパー AI コンピューターのサポートを受けて動いています。ワープ呼気はロープのようなものです。一旦は本体に、もう一旦はタイムトラベラーにつながっています。タイムトラベラーがモズに帰還するときは、このロープが引き戻してくれるんです。
Your vision goes blurry for a second, then goes back to normal. You see a quick flash. Ishmael doesn't react, like she doesn't notice anything.
Could this be a side effect of time travel?
Ta class walks down the corridor, calling to the supercomputer silence.
サイレント。
Then a message pops up. Ta class goes grim.
終結年に閉じ込められた？
Following Ishmael, you walk down a corridor to a large screen. Data is swirling around it, and a giant red number sits in the middle.
What is that?
Ishmael looks at where you are pointing at and sees the number. She goes quiet for a moment, her voice turning solemn.
終結年です。つまり、この世界が滅びる年のことです。近い将来、世界全体に破滅が訪れます。
Does it have something to do with what we saw before?
そうです。
Remembering the world destruction you saw earlier, you feel a pang of pain. It feels like you have seen something like this before.
What's causing the destruction?
それは
A weird noise is coming from the hexagonal platform nearby, followed by the sound of a body hitting the ground. You look over and see a bloody time travel on the floor. He makes a sound before coughing and spitting blood. With his last bit of strength, he forces out a desperate cry. Before anyone can react, alarms go off throughout the research institute. Okay, I gotta get me a water and use the restroom, and then we continue on with the story. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get a water, make sure you get a snack, and use the restroom if you need to. Be back soon.
Alright, I am back.
Oh, that's not the one button. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, pause the music and let's get back into the game. Welcome back. Thank you. Hope I wasn't gone for too long. Whew, this chapter's pretty interesting. Nothing too crazy really happening. I thought it was gonna be more than I thought, but hey, you know what? We got the wedding story that will happen later, so I'll be waiting for that one. So here we go, episode 5, Squad of the Brave. A deafening alarm echoes throughout the research institute. The number on the distant screen flashes, counting down rapidly. Before the time traveler can speak again, he's buried by the falling ceiling. Right after, red particles monsters flood out of the ceiling cracks.
Punishing virus.
As soon as you see the enemy, this word pops into your head.
Go!
No time to think, you are no match for them in your current state.
Do you have any weapons?
As you run with this mounted to weapon storage, you hear a familiar voice. Ta class, who left earlier, has come back with what looks like weapons. You catch the gauntlet and hit Ta with class. Ta class through. You put on the gauntlet and press the trigger, aiming the monster behind you. An orange red beam fires from the gauntlet, hitting the monster. The monster is thrown back several meters, a huge wound opening up from its body. But then red particles swirl around it, and its wound starts to heal.
Shit, we won't take him down fast enough.
Then, Ta looks at you. Her eyes show a complicated look with a hint of anticipation.
Anticipation.
Afterwards, she leaves again without looking back. Another explosion echoes, shaking the ground. Warning lights flash to the red particles, turning everything blood red. Her help cut off. Screams, roars, and howls mixed together, presenting a chaotic symphony from the abyss. This place turns to a hell on earth instantly.
Let's go!
Ishmael grits her teeth, first her professor, now her colleagues. She can't take any more of this. Screams echo everywhere, making the corridor feel endless.
Something doesn't feel right.
You hear the sounds of fighting coming from the next room.
Get down, now!
Without explaining much, you pull Ishmael down to the side. The wall next to you is ripped apart, filling the corridor with dust. A feline corrupted, almost 3 meters tall, stands in your way. The corrupted is covered in wounds, with red mist coming out from the cuts.
I'll make an opening. Jump on it when you see it.
You pull out the hilt and activate it, and a beam of light bursts out.
It really is a lightsaber. Huh. Let's go!
You duck under the corrupted, swing and slash upward, cutting off its arm. In one move, you get under its body.
No!
A blast from your gauntlet sends the corrupted flying. Ishmael takes the chance and fires at the corrupted. A light spear comes out from the weapon, expanding and trapping the corrupted. The corrupted and parts of the corrupted and the parts of the ceiling and walls are completely destroyed.
Teamwork!
You hold up your hand, signaling Ishmael for a high five. Even though she doesn't seem to get it, she follows you and raises her hand. Your high five echoes sharply. You run into different types of corrupted along the way, but you get past them with Ishmael's help despite some close calls. At the prep area, Ishmael grabs a time travel terminal and gives it to you.
Wait! What about you?
私はいけません。本体を守らないとタイムワープ機本体を破壊されるわけにはいきません。
Todd doesn't want you to go there.
これは私自身が決めたことです。
Then we'll go together.
たまたま巻き込まれただけのあなたがモズのために命を危険にさらす必要はありません。
You helped me before, now I'm returning the favor.
Ishmael quickly realized that she can't change your mind.
わかりました。時間がありません。急ぎましょう。
Right.
万が一何かあればワープ呼吸で脱出してください。
Gotcha.
Tanjin, how? I'm just gonna say how. My fault. Morning Man, I know it's complicated, but it's truly peak story once it explains it. It's truly peak once it explains it all later on. Oh, okay. Like, okay. Because, like, we're on episode 5 of her affection story. Because we just got done with episode 36. So I'm reading this, I'm like, I was confused on what's happening, but I kind of get the gist of it right now. I got a gist of it, but I don't get the whole picture yet. I've got like almost half the puzzle piece done. Eventually, you arrive at the mainframe with Ishmael. The floor on the whole area is covered in red mist. A strange humanoid floats in the air, attacking the mainframe, while red particles drift around it. Also, hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a good weekend on top of that. Welcome back. Most of the staff are already down, with just a few people desperately trying to protect the mainframe.
あれが懲戒者です。
The Punisher strikes a heavy blow, and the people defending the mainframe fall one by one. Ishmael runs forward to help Fallen Ta when the red figure slowly turns, seemingly having spotted her.
No! Ishmael!
You only have the time to activate the terminal and grab Ishmael. Blue teleportation light and flames of the explosion fill your vision. Oh, so we saved her even though we didn't get to save the mainframe. Oh shit, what is this music? Before you even open your eyes, you can feel and smell again. You feel grass under you and smell soil. Memories from before the teleportation started coming back.
Ishmael!
You sit up quickly, realizing you aren't in the research institute anymore. You look toward where the sound comes from and see Ishmael lying on the grass. She is groaning in pain, the wounds from the explosion on her back.
You're hurt!
Ishmael points weakly at her emergency kit, then pulls out some medicine. After you give Ishmael the painkillers, her face relaxes.
Let me patch you up.
お願いします。
Onegai shimasu. Is that? Does that mean? No, it's not arigato. It's not thank you. Is it a form of thank you? Cause I know, ain't damn no, that ain't not that. Like someone who has done it a million times, you clean, disinfect, treat, and bandage her wound. We've done it to ourselves before, and we've helped a lot of people do it before too. Nothing different. Even after all of that, Ishmael is still shaking a little. You move a little more gently.
Is this your first time being this badly hurt?
She looks up upon hearing your question and answers without thinking.
初めてです。
After a moment, she snaps out of it, looking both amused and confused.
変な質問ですね。常日頃怪我をする人なんていないでしょ。
They have to be really unlucky.
Well, we do have a VIP status in Season Pass for the Star of Life.
あなたは
What?
かなり手際がいいですが、怪我に慣れているのですか？
Probably.
そういえば記憶を失っていたんでしたね。
After tying the bandage, you complete the dressing.
ありがとうございました。
Now that is thank you.
What are you going to do now?
Ishmael stares at the grassland, speaking after a brief pause.
わかりません。タイムワープ機本体が破壊されたのは初めてなので、本体が破壊されたので、すべてのタイムトラベラーはもうタイムワープをすることができません。
Remembering what happened at the strike and how the Institute and her friends were lost to her, Ishmael becomes sad again. Even though she wasn't there long, the Research Institute has changed her life. Those past events shaped her, and now a part of her feels empty.
Are there any other ways to time travel?
実はモスが設立されてからまだ3ヶ月しか経っていません。トーは本当に優秀で、彼女がタイムワープの方法を改良したんです。研究所が設立されるまでタイムワープをして戻ってきた人は一人もいませんでした。ですが私たちはわずかな希望を追い求めて次々とタイムトラベラーを送り出しました。今となっては全て終わったことですが。
Guess it's time to roll the die.
どういう意味ですか？
Oh! Oh shit! Hold on. So hold on now. So so the person who gave her the dice was actually us, but we forgot the damn thing. Ishmael's confused look makes you, who's suffering memory loss, unsure.
It's something used in games. You roll it and it gives you a random outcome. And it helps when you can't decide. Sort of like fortune telling.
聞いたことがありません。本当にそんなものがあるんですか？ただ投げて思い悩むことなく結果に従って進む。
Wow, that is such a nice little Easter egg. That is such a nice little Easter egg. So, okay, so when the time travel was lost, okay, huh? See, peek. That's a good little Easter egg. That's a good little Easter egg. That's fucking wild.
No. It's not the result that matters, but the act of rolling the die. The die is a hope, and the path forward is in your heart.
未来は心の中に。
Suddenly, the wind picks up. This wind, once rampaging against the sails and raging storms, had worn down vast mountain regions, now gently caresses Ishmael's hair. Her eyes reflect the twilight like a setting sun.
We can build another Shrike. Or we can, regardless, keep moving forward. That is what counts.
She sees you pointing into the distance.
At least we can still see the sunset.
Ishmael looks in that direction. I really, really like this. This is a nice little full mini circle. She sees a giant arc across the sky, bending light before it dips below the horizon. A sun slowly sets, filling the sky with warm shades. As one sun sets, another appears in the sky. The whole world turns amber, enveloping both of you in that moment.
ここは
Ishmael's eyes slowly regain their light.
ここはエンデュミオン。トーの故郷。トーが言っていました。彼女の故郷では星系で一番美しい夕焼けが見られると。遥か彼方の星の光は永遠に頭上で輝き、長い黄昏は永遠に続く。
After Ta mentioned her home, Ishmael looked up Endymion. This planet is a stable binary system. Endymion orbits one sun, and the others are too far to matter. Endymion rings have minerals that reflect light, making them look like stars you can touch. But that's not the point.
私たちの時代ではもうこんな美しい景色は見られませんでした。私たちは過去に戻ったのですね。
Hold on, back in time? What do you mean? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so when we hit the time travel, we ended up going back in time. Okay, so Basically meaning her nobody died yet. Nobody died. Nobody was gone. We were able to go back in time way before that even happened, so we're good. Ishmael's voice is full of excitement.
ワープ呼吸の目標地点を変えたのですか？
No, I just hit the activation button.
じゃあそうですね。彼女がタイムワープ機本体で目標地点を変えてくれたんです。
Determined, Ishmael goes to get her terminal but finds it broken.
Here.
You give Ishmael your time travel terminal and she smiles as she takes it. When Shrike was falling apart, she couldn't activate her terminal in time, so you got her out. Her terminal was destroyed. After what seems like forever, Ishmael finishes her inspection.
私たちは40年前に戻ったようです。
Okay, yeah, hey, nice. So hey, we were able to go back time. She's able to make sure that she's still able to see her people. We're somehow still stuck in time loop, but you know what? That's all right. Hey, all that matters is that we get to see her smile and get to see the glow in her eyes again. You know what? If I had to be stuck in a loop for a little bit longer just to see her smile, hey, I'm okay with that. Small price to pay.
Being back in time means we can rewrite history, doesn't it?
はい、その可能性はあります。
Yay, fixing sorta. Yeah. What's the word? It's a oh god, I can't think of it. What's the word I'm looking for? It's a complicated win, in a way. It's a complicated win. We didn't fix our problem as a whole, but we fixed a problem. Failed successfully. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, we failed successfully. Yeah.
モズの設立を前倒しするか、モズを設立する場所を変えれば、モズの破壊を防ぐことができるかもしれません。
Let's go then. Time for a new start.
Ishmael smiles at you in the twilight.
世界を救いましょう。一緒に。
Hey, this is what we fight for, ladies and gentlemen. We fight for these smiles, all right? We go to war for these smiles. And so, the heroic team of the Amnesiac Grey Raven, Ishmael is born. Woo! Let's do it! The strongest diddle you can have. Oh, that's so good. All right, here we go. And we get to do some moving around. Let's do it. Then, Ishmael uses the time travel terminal to contact other travelers. Finally, someone answers Ishmael after a long wait.
こちらスメッセージを受信。
こちらイシュマエル、エンディミオン星より応答。
In Dibigon.
時空座標は
The person she is talking to pauses with surprise and chuckles.
一瞬生きてたのか。
はい、
近くに誰かいるのか。
グレイレイブンも一緒です。
そうか。
You feel a wave of unease.
怪我をしているのですか？
心配ない。
Ooh. Two things here. Either one, he's the person that ends up bringing this entire catastrophe, which leads up to this shit, or we didn't go back in time at all. We just moved to a different planet. Same timeline, but we just moved to a different planet.
モズを脱出する際にタイムワープ機本体から資料を持ち出した。
Never mind.
本体の初期開発データだ。
Disregard what I just
これ
said.
ならばモズを再建できるかもしれない。エンデュミオン星で合流しよう。資料を君たちに託す。
After you agree on where to meet, you ask C a question.
You know me.
タイムワープ機本体にいた時、塔から聞いたんだ。
You hoard back your questions. You can ask him more later. Ishmael and you walk deep into the
こ
forest.
の先が約束した合流地点です。
Something fishy going on here. After pushing through the thick forest, you arrive at the clearing. A spaceship sits quietly, sunlight filtering through the leaves and dancing on it.
Something's not right. The ship is covered in vines and moss.
Through the window of the cockpit, you see a time traveler in the pilot's seat. He has been dead for a long time. Ishmael and you step forward to take a closer look.
少なくとも1標準年は経っているようですね。
A piercing wound has gone through his abdomen and reached his spine.
A storage device and letter rests beside C, and he is holding a photo. Having breakfast, leaving for a moment, temporary buy. All good. Hey, when you come back, we'll probably be starting Ishmael's wedding coding. So you're not going to miss much. If you like Ishmael, you're going to be here for it. It's going to be basically the entire stream. Ishmael picks up the letter. It is a short message. Also, enjoy your breakfast.
我收到了你的消息，但是你的消息来自我的1年后。抱歉，我的旅途就到这里了。希望我带的资料能帮上你们。 之后就靠你了，伊什梅尔。
Damn, so it was 2 days for us, but it was a year for him. That's wild. And in that one day, he had to wait 6 months, and then that second day, he waited another 6 months, and then he died. Ishmael finishes the letter, folds it, and puts it away.
愿你的灵魂虽似以白牙翱翔。
Oh, whoa, we're in Chinese now. She looks silently at C's body.
我认识斯大哥，只要有机会，他就会向别人诉说自己家的孩子有多么的可爱。每次假期回来，他都会带上与妻子做的甜品，分享给大家。我看过他们的家庭合照，是很幸福的一家3口。
Ishmael.
She smiles a little, her voice determined.
不用安慰我，走吧，我们去找这时候的他。
The light and shadows remain unchanged among the trees, where C rests still. Seeing his face, you still can shake the doubt. Was C at the time in Frantine? That quick look in the past wasn't enough for you to remember everyone, and with C's passing, you will never know.
Did we just leave the files here?
The two of you hide in the shadows, watching the young Ta go to her room.
我在上面留下了足够的信息，四给的资料完整性也非常高。没想到他能在那么短的时间内。
Holy shit, she is talking fast!
只要他按照我们留下的信息去做，伯劳会建立在与之前不同的地方。
So now we just wait.
是的，我们也能做些其他事情。毕竟还有40年，每隔一段时间来看看他就可以。
So, is this what time travelers do?
不全是，伯劳总结出了很多经验，我们会通过各种手段来尝。
Okay, well, where will we go after this?
还不知道，我以前没有进行过持续40年的任务，也无法确定会引起多大的现实变动。接下来。
Before Ishmael can finish, everything goes blurry in your view for a second, then clears up. You hear a faint signal coming from somewhere on you.
Oh, it's the time travel terminal.
Ishmael pulls out the terminal, her face lit up.
成功了，时间总机重新上线，伯劳已经在未来的时间里重新建立。
Just like that.
或许，伯劳的建立本就是大概率会发生的事情。
The matter seems settled, but you are still suspicious. It feels too easy.
If we can go back as long as there is a time mainframe in the future, it must have existed for a while before it was destroyed. Why couldn't we connect to the mainframe before?
因为伯劳实际上是独立于时间之外的存在。
Outside of time.
为了更好观察外界的现实变革，从建成的那一天起，整个伯劳，如果时间是一条由无数个点组成的线，每个点都在向前，那么伯劳就是原地不动的一个点。伯劳依附于现实时间存在，又隐藏在现实背后。时空旅者们完成任务后及时回到伯劳，这样能最大程度地减少改变历史的影响。
Okay, but what if we don't get back in time?
需要看引发的现实变革有多大。我曾经看过一条记录，某个时空旅者造成了影响巨大的现实变革，现实的改变波及到了他自己，他忘记了过去的记忆。
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so kind of like how we lost our memories then.
在过去，他先是地理学家，后来现实改变之后，他成为了一名画家。
Time. Huh. It's really something.
奇妙，但也危险。
Ishmael holds out her hand.
握住我的手，我们要回去了。
Yeah.
You hold hands tightly as the terminal activates and the blue light surrounds you again. With the familiar dizzy feeling, the scene transforms. You are standing on a white hexagonal platform surrounded by mechanical arms with control consoles nearby. Staff members are still recording the data in the distance. Everything looks the same, but you feel like you have been gone for a lifetime. Footsteps come closer.
刚才的任务数据，伊什梅尔。
Ishmael. Wow, that's interesting on how they say it. Ta is looking at documents in her hands, only noticing you when she looks up.
你已经在惠压熟悉过伯劳了吗？
Seeing Ta class, Ishmael runs up to hug her.
我回来了。
They even do it in Chinese too. They say Ta, I'm back instead of I'm back, Ta. Ta stares at Ishmael, shocked before realizing what happened.
你们刚才去了哪里？原来，过去那些资料是你们留下的。
When she hears about how the Punishers attacked Shrike, Ta looks troubled.
我会做一些应对措施，加强伯劳的防御。不过，这些都比不过你安全回来。
She looks relieved as she gazes at Ishmael.
活着就好。惠雅，感谢你为医生所做的一切。
After that, your team goes on mission after mission. You have seen world's ends.
又一颗星球毁灭了。
Let's go.
You have also seen stars being born.
这次任务完成的不错。
Teamwork.
You have narrowly escaped death over and over.
惠雅，注意身后！
Thanks.
You keep altering the course of history. What are we doing on a What are we on a side mission here?
之后应该会变得更好。
The whole civilization fights a brutal war against the Punishers and Substance Zero. The war is universe-consuming, yet the moments are lost like tears in the rain. But some things cannot be changed. There are fewer and fewer time travelers. The Punishers seem to have found a way. Many travelers on solo missions are killed. Shrike starts to feel empty. The break room, once buzzing, is now eerily quiet. Sometimes people would talk about it, but they would quickly go quiet if one knows things are not looking good. Ishmael says she once saw someone hiding in a corner, crying and whispering the names of the dead. But time keeps going, until one day Shrike is destroyed again. It is supposed to be a normal day until Ta and C burst in.
惩戒者即将攻击伯劳，伊什梅尔在哪里？
She should be in the archives in Area C. Follow me.
Everything happens like Ta said. 10 minutes later, the Punishers attack Shrike with the Corrupted. Shrike defenses do not last long against the Punishers. When you find Ishmael, she is surrounded by Corrupted. If you had arrived any later, Ishmael might not have made it. Ta holds the injured Ishmael, her voice shaking as she whispers, "I got her in time." You have hardly ever seen Ta so emotional. With Todd and C, Ishmael and you go back to the time and change Shrike's coordinates. Shrike is rebuilt and everything goes back to normal. Even though time has lost its meaning to time travelers, Shrike's staff has created a standard system to measure time. 6 standard months later, Ishmael enters the break room and sees the ones she's been looking for. You are sitting in the chair with an empty plate to your right. A holographic screen floats above the plate showing the news broadcast. Judging from the faint sound, it seems to be new clips from the past. However, you are not watching the news but concentrating on carving something.
灰鸭，
Hoya! So that's Grey Raven then, huh?
Ishmael, how did you find me here?
你在躲着我吗？我找你好久了。
No, of course not. It's just quieter in here.
你明天有空吗？
No,
那我们出去逛一逛吧。
sure. As long as it doesn't interfere with our mission the day after.
嗯，你呀，
Ishmael turns and walks away. Before leaving, she looks back. She can't shake the feeling that something is being kept from her. She spots you in the shadows, seemingly lost in thought. The news from the past plays on the screen, the sound echoing in the empty room.
超级智能计算机缄默在今日正式亮相，其发明人布莱克在发布会上宣称，
又一颗星球受到感染体的袭击。
欢迎来到前端访谈，本期嘉宾。
人们习惯将未能预料之事归于偶然，但在历史的宏观视角来看，
可以理解为您赞同宿命论吗？
不，我并非赞同宿命论。
Someone has muted the playback device.
You're old-fashioned too. Ishmael also likes physical books.
Tog, hands pause for a moment, then she goes right back to work. She keeps her head down, so buried in the reports, her fingers flying across the old keyboard.
这是一个朋友，那个朋友是伊什梅尔之前的导师。你不去找伊什梅尔，来我这里干什么？
She gets right to the point, clearly wanting to work without interruption.
Seeing her like that, you decide to get straight to the point, too.
The Punisher attack on Shrike happened the day I arrived.
She stops typing and sits up straight.
On Adimon, Ishmael said the mainframe had never been destroyed. Is that really true?
Todd does not seem surprised, as if she's been waiting for this question.
我本以为你会再过一段时间才来找我。从什么时候开始怀疑的？
When I met C,
也就是来伯劳的第一天。真是敏锐。
I mean, I kind of figured it was going to be Psy.
it started with C. The data he brought was too thorough. It's like everything was planned out.
四给的资料完整性也非常高，没想到他能在那么短的时间内带出来那么多数据。
I checked the records later. C never went to the mainframe.
タイムワープ機本体にいた時、塔から聞いたんだ。
我在去往总机的路上联系了斯。
It was incredible how fast Shrike was rebuilt.
确实有些快。通常来说，历史的修改并非易事。我本以为需要用数年时间持续改变历史。或许，伯劳的建立本就是大概。
I'm guessing you had some backup plans. Ishmael and I just took C's place.
没错。
You wouldn't know the name Grey Raven after the rebuild.
你已经在灰鸭熟悉过伯劳了吗？
And you knew the Punishers were coming.
惩戒者即将攻击伯劳。
Putting it all together, it's clear.
Ta is briefly at a loss for words.
我明白了。
How did you know the Punishers were coming?
你应该有些猜测吧？不妨说出来看看。
The supercomputer. Silence.
你果然猜到了。时间总机依靠缄默辅助运行， 而时间
Very dangerous, too.
Ta ignores you.
那是一个保险机制，如果时间总机毁灭，缄默就会向过去发送信息。不过，缄默向过去发送信息的时间点越来越近，最早是发往1天前，最近一次只能发送到10分钟左右前。这代表惩戒者也越来越快。知道了这件事，你还愿意待在伯劳吗？
Honestly, I don't care how many times Shrek gets destroyed.
Ta seems to have expected that response.
是因为医生梅尔
Yeah.
竟然了解到了这个程度。
There's still something I'm confused about, though. You're really worried about whether Ishmael has made it. Ishmael has died multiple times.
She leans back, her voice sounding helpless.
他总是活不下来啊！只要时间总机被毁掉，他也会因为各种事件随之死去。我不清楚原理，或许和他的导师有关。我无法救他，这是一个闭环。
But there's no such thing as chance from the grand perspective of history. The program you've heard when you came to pops back into your head and you feel a wave of absurdity.
Fate?
我不认为所谓的宿命，我做过许多次尝试。
Like when you changed where Ishmael and I were going last time.
是的，那是为数不多成功的一次。伊什梅尔去往中间年的任务，也是一次尝试。他遇到了你，提前结束了任务。原本伊什梅尔去往中间年时，伯劳会被袭击。伊什梅尔，以上是我在走廊时缄默发送来的信息。
You remember when you first got to Shrike and talked to Ishmael, everything went blurred before clearing up. It happened again when Shrike was rebuilt, and maybe that is what it feels like when reality changes. She gestures toward the pile of reports.
我研究过之前的2次数据，我猜测，你就是伊什梅尔能活下去的原因。
I'm sorry. Me?
我查过你的来历，但是你知道结果吗？没有结果。你就像是凭空出现在这个世界一样。虽然我并不知道你的真实身份，但我认为你有打破所谓宿命的力量。你应该也察觉到了，惩戒者最近改变了行动方法，他在狩猎落单的人。迟早有一天，伯劳会重建失败。在这之前，我还要再做一次尝试。我正在改进时间穿越的方法，我要让医神梅尔不依靠伯劳。你可以理解为，我在建造另一个小型的时间总机。没有人会知道这台机器在哪里，将医神梅尔与伯劳分开。或许这样，就能让他获得自由。我知道这很那请你。
Oh shit! Finally get to do some work here. Here we go.
This is where you and Ishmael agreed to meet yesterday. Well, what time is it? 1:30 Freckle. It's a bit early. Better to wait here for the moment. Feeling.
グレイレイ身体検査の結果はただ眠っているだけ。
Where am I?
Peek incoming? Oh shit. I'll take your word for it. Familiar device, an image with old image of something familiar. People wish to be wonderful. Okay. Busy work schedule 7 times less grid. Okay. Nope, don't know what those bring. Oh, I can't go anywhere else. Okay. Board government.
目を覚まして。
Oh shit, cutscene? Hold on. Okay. I like this. Wow.
Ishmael! Oh god! Oh shit! What the hell?
検査装置で異常がない
Dude,
と
what?
わからなければ医療部に運ぶところでした。
Has it really been this
大
long?
丈夫です。
Wow. Hold on now. You telling me I was laying on her thighs? That's crazy. I like the music though. Sets the tone. All right, let me lock in here. We the professionals here.
かなり辛そうでしたが、何か夢でも？
I can't remember. Just that I was running and then you showed
最
up.
近何か悩んでいるんでしょ？私に話してみては？
If you realized you were stuck in an endless loop, what would you do?
あなたは今そのループの中にいるのですか？
Maybe. Maybe.
Come on! Oh my gosh! Don't. We cannot fumble the back. No!
十分です。
Man!
お腹が空いていませんか？これ私が作ったんです。
Oh, a bento box? Just for me? For me? Man, the fact that you tried. Ah, damn it! Okay, it's fine. Here we go.
I want to. Would like to take a photo of you as a keepsake.
Oh! Can I move? Control E. Yes. Oh yeah. Control Q. Save the local. I could save it? Hold on, let me save, please. Let me save it. No, man, come on, man. I can't save it. What the hell? God damn it, though. Wait, which one? Ah! Save the local. Woo! Photo saved. Mission accomplished.
Sorry. This is a terrible date.
また埋め合わせしてくださいね。
Oh. Just make it up for next time. The howling wind and snow make it hard to see or hear anything. With a flash of blue light, the two figures appear in the snowstorm. Now, what happened if I pick the other one? Does it just show me eating the bento? The blizzard stops her question. She looks to her side, having gotten used to having a companion. In the whiteness, she can't see anything, as if she is the last one left in the world. She suddenly feels anxious, fearing the teleportation has gone wrong. We're gonna check. We're gonna check for science.
Gray Raven. Gray Raven. 身体検査の結果はただ眠っているだけ。目を覚まして。
Pardon me. Skip it, yeah. There we go. Okay. I thought I was gonna skip the whole damn thing if that was the case, but we did not. You know, I think I'm gonna be honest. If they would have given her other coding, I think this would have made it a lot better of immersion. If they would have given her other coding in this scene, it would have been a lot. It's already good, but it would have made it even better.
かなり辛そうでしたが、何か夢でも？
Lore accurate? Yeah, it would be lore accurate if they did.
何か悩んでいるんでしょ？私に話してみては？
It would be very much lore accurate.
あなたは今そのループの中にいるのですか？
Okay, so after this scene, basically we leave her, I guess. Bro, the fact that she's trying, like she gets inches and then goes back.
十分です。お腹が空いていませんか？これ私が作ったんです。
We're taking the bento box.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Nothing happens.
また埋め合わせしてくださいね。
Okay, so nothing happens if we took the other route. Well, then I'm glad I took the picture then instead of going this route. All right, here we go. Now I gotta read this part.
Here we go. What? I can't heal you!
Hearing your familiar voice, Ishmael's face relaxes with relief, and then the blizzard seems to slow down. No. The blizzard really is slowing down. She watches a red wisp drifts from her fingers, weaving through the snowflakes and spreading silently. Substance zero level is rising. The time travel terminal starts blaring an alarm too. Cracks appear in space like a mirror shattering.
They're... the Punishers!
The scene from that day flashes before Ishmael's eyes. Screams, explosion, blood splatters on the wall, colleagues dying in front of her. Ishmael looks anxious, but you are incredibly calm.
我知道这很自私，能请你帮助医生梅尔吗？
That is a no-brainer.
Ta. You didn't have to ask.
The red keeps spreading. Everything here seems tiny compared to the Punishers. You have made a decision.
Ishmael, you go back.
你想拦住他们？
Yes. If we go back together, the Punishers might follow our trail this time. The same thing will happen again.
Scenes from the past flash through your minds.
我留下来，你回去。
Her hands tremble slightly. She reaches out and grabs your fingertips.
Ishmael!
The shout silences Ishmael. She has never heard you use such a stern voice.
Go back.
But that go back. Oh fuck! That go back is said with such tenderness. Okay, hold on. Let me replay the scene.
Ishmael! Go back.
Ishmael feels you put something in her hand, but she is too distracted to see what it is.
I've lost my memory. And you're the best of us. So.
这也算道别吗？
Why?
我见过太多没有道别就流逝的时间和同伴。
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk more.
我不能看到连你也这样离去。
Ishmael. Think of it as a favor. We don't say goodbye Just do this for me.
还会见面吗？
We will.
我会等你。
When we meet again, say, it's been a while.
So that's why Ishmael says that all the time then. That makes a lot more sense. Because she said it in the beginning when we first met her. And I believe she said it from time to time in the main story as well. The rift grows larger. You can see the Punishers trying to widen it. A blue light flashes across the snow. With the Punishers step into the snow, only a lone figure in a red glowing time travel terminal remain. Peak makes sense now. It does. It does make sense now. Wow, this is why I really like the story of PGR. They are able to leave such little Easter eggs that don't make sense at the time, but then when you go back, when they actually clarify all of it, and then they do it, it's like, oh wow, so that's what they were doing. Hey, but you know what? This is the other thing too, is that every time someone's in danger, we are right there at the forefront, ready to fucking spearhead that son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael's really terrified that we're gonna be gone, but you know what? We reassure the people we care for, and we tell them, hey, we may not be meeting each other now, but one day we will. And when that time comes, we will be waiting. And when they go to do their thing, and we stand here, fucking sword, whatever is in hand, pistol, sword, whatever it may be, we standing there, fucking just ready to dish out and take on whatever the fuck comes our way, because that is who we are. After this, the space will become a mess, and the Punishers won't find your trail in the snow. A huge explosion tears the surrounding space apart. The shards become glass before turning into a book page. A red light rises from the book pages, its trail turning into a thin red line. A hand grabs the red line, and the shards of consciousness come back together. Ishmael looks at her hand where a wooden 20-sided die lies. There is no blizzard here. Wow. Damn, that's really good. Now, I am excited to see what's going to happen with this, with the wedding coating then. Because if they pick up where we left off on this shit and continue on it, oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good one. All right. I'm excited for this. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first time reacting to her coating, her wedding coating per se. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Whoa! Holy shit! Oh, I like the music. Holy damn, she look good. Wow! Ooh, milady. Damn! Hey, we a gentleman, goddammit! We kissed them fucking hands. Damn, she look good! The animation goes crazy! Wow! Oh, you hear that music? Hey, yeah, bah, bah, bah. Boom. Such a good theme. Wow, this is a really good theme. So, from what I assume, the red line refers to when we were chaos, a chunk of like our soul was sent back. Okay. Huh. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I gotta look at this coding. This coding is really good. Like, the colors go so well with each other. Wow, and I do like how her eyes light up. This is such a good coating. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think out of all the whiting coatings, I think this one takes the cake at the moment. Like, the red accents are really good, and the maroon is good. And I don't know, something about this coating just compels me to be like, wow, this is such a good coating. Low key, I might have to pull. I might be pulling. I don't know. I need to get to the story though. Ha! So we got 7 stories. Interesting. 7 stories. This is the first, ladies and gentlemen, because they only usually have 6 stories. They only have 5 or 6. They never have 7. So this is the first time we're getting a 7 one. I'm here for it though, because we're gonna be here for it. We're gonna be doing this for the end of the stream, and then we'll continue on Thursday. But wow, this is such a good. Wow, this is good. Wow, I just can't say nothing but wow. Really good, really good. All right, here we go. I got my water. I'm ready to go. Episode 1, Days of Reckoning. Let's do it. A unified society demands a scapegoat. Be it through destruction or recollection or reconciliation, people always take what they desire from that idealized world. The time has come, but the scapegoat is yet to break from its pen.
I filled this world with my own fabrication. Rahili, Etha, Lusty, and you.
Oh, hell, wow, hold on now. This is gonna be fully English, duh. Hold on now, whoa. Hold on now, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know, I better get on that horse and get ready for a ride.
They are content to remain here, to walk with me in this sweet dream. All except you.
Hold on now.
Was it too much to ask? To keep this one sweet dream for myself?
Who are you?
You've appeared here suddenly with no memory of your origin, disoriented, and you can only turn your head toward the voice speaking to you. A figure in red and white is nestled close by, but her form remains a stubborn blur, no matter how you strain your eyes. She lowers her head, her words dissolving into a soft and comprehensible murmur.
I feel so very lonely.
Ishmael.
But you said this place was wrong. That this power must never be allowed to escape.
Hold on, I said that? Well, I'm gonna need some context then.
Now I understand.
Her eyelashes seem to be bleachy white, those pale fronds fluttering, dissolving into a stark white patch in your vision.
And I have made my choice. Forgive me for what I must do.
The blur of red and white draws nearer. A pair of hands cradle your cheeks, gently pulling your face closer.
I'm sorry, Grey Raven, but I cannot walk your path.
What do you mean by that? Her restrained voice brushes against her forehead, a murmur filled with reluctance. Then, she leans down and presses a soft kiss to your brow. Wow, okay.
If we ever get another chance, please remember me and love me.
Wow! That's a strong word, lady. That's a strong word. Oh, wow! God, wow! Wasn't expecting. Wasn't expecting that. Oh wow. Okay. The hands on your cheeks suddenly tense. With a sharp push, you are thrust backward. The sensation of falling seizes your heart, and only then do you look down. An infinity-tall tower. The ground rushes up to meet you. Our right fist chunk seems like a record. What do you mean, our right fist chunk? In this desperate descent, the blurred world snaps to terrible focus, chaotic smears of color sharpened in defined edges. You start to distinguish the tower's brickwork, the anti-light crowds on the streets, a lone tree, and a white bird circling back to its nest. And it's over. The world closes its eyes. First chunk of the story is already confession. Oh, yeah! Yeah! It was crazy how she immediately, no context, no nothing, just said, hey. I say those words. I'm like, wow! not even into the story yet. We already hear.
Finally! I called you so many times, but you wouldn't stir. Thought I'd have to play the hero and find a constable or something.
I'm sorry, who are you? The carriage driver snaps her fingers again, withdrawing the hand she extended toward your face.
But you seem alright. And just in time. We've pulled up at the ceremony. You haven't forgotten, have you?
Ceremony? Oh, right, I remember now.
Leaning on your walking stick, you step down from the carriage, your senses dazed and disoriented. We have a walking stick? The dream was so vivid that the solid gun beneath your feet now feels like an illusion. A faint phantom ache lingers in your chest, and the last echo of that endless fall. This story is somehow more complicated and peak. Okay, so it's both. It's both complicated and peak at the same time. Oh boy, we're in for a whirlwind then. Down the path, a procession of black-clad mourns move toward the ceremony. They carry a single coffin draped in vibrant red, their pace a slow, measured beat. It's almost time. You check your credentials and hurry to join the somber parade, slipping into the step of rear. There, you spot the figure you are determined to meet today. Is that Shortheart?
Hi, Shortheart.
Who are you?
Now this is interesting. A tall, middle-aged man turns around upon your tap on his shoulder. His frown is immediate as his eyes find you, a discordant note cutting through his hushed murmur of collective prayers.
I'm the prosecutor from the Incorporated General.
Oh, it's you. Not here. Keep your voice down and follow me.
It's weird not having me voice fucking Shortheart. Cause I always give him that country accent like this. So it's different for me. It's weird for me to not have him voice like this. So it's nice though. Hey, it says my voice. I'm fine with that. So hey, I'm here for it. Shortheart gestures with his hand, monitoring you to follow him to a more suitable place to talk. You stop beneath a large tree in the secluded corner of the cemetery.
No introductions. I remember you. Hard to forget someone who's been blowing up my inbox with meeting invites and joint investigation requests for 2 weeks straight.
This, we already read the part.
I pulled your file. About 5 years back, you were sent to Thebsia on an exchange. Just a junior prosecutor back then, if I'm not mistaken.
A nation of prosperity and great military power. Ah.
Senior prosecutor, officer.
Right. Senior prosecutor. From Corinthos. Climbed the ladder. Landed a special appointment at our Inspectorate General in Thebsia. Heard you even applied for citizenship. That true?
A small coastal country near Thespia, the homeland of Great Raven. Really? Now this is interesting how they're actually finally starting to give the main character a background. They didn't give no background whatsoever until now. So that is interesting how they're doing that now. Or maybe it's just for this timeline or for this just this story. Either way, that's some huge lore.
Paperwork still pending. I'm still custodian officer. I came from the same nation as Pontiff's assassin.
Well, since you said it and not me, you get why I've been keeping my distance. right? The council never should have put an outsider like you on this case. Makes people nervous. They'll think you're sympathetic. You should go back. Thebsia and Corinthos are one spark away from war. We, useless cops, might not get deployed, but we're already neck-deep in the chaos the Pontiff left behind. No one has the time for a formal investigation request right now anyway.
Irritation flashes through him as he scratches his hair. His fingers twitch instinctively, likely searching for the absent comfort of a cigarette.
I've been dodging you for 2 weeks, and you still track me down? You don't give up, do you? Tell you what, after this whole grand funeral circus is over, I'll buy you a drink. How's that?
I still need to follow proper protocol.
Look, we're buried. I know it's not easy being Corinthosian right now, but it's not exactly a picnic for us either.
Shorthall falls silent, his gaze drawn to the small, secretive ceremony ahead. The funeral has begun.
Just look at what that assassin did. Huh. Or honestly, look at what our brilliant pontiff brought on herself.
A low chant echoes in the air, yet you follow his look. There is no burning incense to scent the breeze, no sacred offerings, no bread or wine. Only a handful of strangers, people with no connection to the pontiff in life. Some not even believers. Even the priest recites the rites of a toneless drone, his voice cold with indifference.
On behalf of... in place of the College of Cardinals, I extend my gratitude for your presence here today.
Now, this is interesting because he's the head in the main story. I'm assuming this is a different timeline, or this is probably a play from the WGAA. Maybe one of the two. Pontiff basically pulled up a high-ranking priest. Okay, thank you. I was like, huh? Pontiff? I figured it had to do something with religion. I'm not entirely sure at that point, but thank you for clarifying. Now I know. But it is interesting how he's here because he was the head of the of Ishmael's homeland in the main story. So I think he's if I remember correctly, I do believe he's the one guy. I think he's that guy that runs it, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong here, but I think he is. So, and Shorthaul's here too. So part of me wants to believe that this is like an alternate universe of some sort, or this is just a story that Ishmael's just cooking up for fun. One of the two.
Not a single cardinal showed up?
A handful are in the back. Wouldn't be caught dead up there, though. Not after all the scandals that surfaced. The controversy is white hot. I have to keep their distance.
And those scandals, from your perspective, are they truly...
My side? From a cop's standpoint, every charge we filed through the procuratorate was backed by hard evidence. The list includes, but is not limited to, corruption, bribery, collusion with foreign powers, especially with your people in Corinthos. Though, that part's staying out of the press, obviously. And then there were the private gatherings she kept hosting. Let's just say they involved some highly inappropriate conduct.
No, what, Ishmael? What? What are you doing? What? Shorthaul gives a meaningful look at meaningful look that says it all.
When deeds of iniquity overwhelm me, you hear my confession. See my despair, and in your mercy, you absolve me.
Shocking, right? But here's the real kicker. When regular people sin, the Pontiff forgives them. But when the Pontiff sins, who forgives her? The Holy? Well, the Holy didn't step in to save her.
so it falls to mortals to have the last word. And until the official verdict, a pontiff this tainted doesn't get the sacred crypt. She gets this. A plot on the outskirts.
I mean, what did she do that was so terrible to you all? Find love?
You descend and draw close to me. Your presence meets my brow, and you call me to your courts. I bear your blessing, drawn ever near to you. Blessed are those you welcome to inhabit your courts, to tread your sacred floors and share in your feast. My soul, filled with the abundance of your house, your holy temple.
Some folk are even calling that assassin from your homeland a hero, saying they did the world a favor.
For life is a pilgrimage, and in losing those we love, we learn that no goodness given nor received is without purpose. Nothing truly ends here, nor does our existence conclude at the grave.
The pallbearers hoist a lead coffin with visible unsteadiness. It's unclear whether they are merely on demand or if someone is deliberately orchestrating a final, deliberate insult to the pontiff's already ambiguous end. As a result, the coffin slips amid the collective gash from the crowd. The lead coffin crashes on the ground with a deafening clang, its lid bursting open upon impact. Chaos erupts instantly, but the priest drones on, his recitation uninterrupted.
She sleeps now in your sight. I beseech you, grant her peaceful slumber within your courts. Let the moonlight of your grace wash her clean, and the shadows of trees soothe her soul.
Among the onlookers, a single pair of eyes lock on to the content of the coffin. The key staff clutched into the corpse's hand and the string of beads adorning her head. The man gives a nervous swallow, then a sudden, decisive moment, he lunges forward, shoving his way through the confused crowd.
Oh, wait! Oh, what do you think you're doing?
He reaches for the corpse, which shows no signs of decay, and in one frantic motion yanks the ornament from her brow, before desperately trying to wrench the key staff from her rigid grasp.
I accept your rod and your guidance. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me.
Wow, the fact that they added that verse from the Bible. Huh.
Do anyone try to stop me? I know what you're all thinking. Aren't you all here for the Hierophant's treasures too? Aren't you just the same as me?
Suddenly, a filament of crimson extends from the man's fingertips. It riddles in the air like a seeking treadmill before. With a swift whoosh, it's sucked into the pontiff's chest. Grave robbing, but not yet in the grave. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little wild. You blink, rubbing your eyes in a vanished operation, but judging from the crowd's incomprehensive stares, you were the only one who witnessed its apparent phenomenon. Even the man who's lost the Trendril remains oblivious, his triad interrupted.
She was the only pontiff in centuries who proved the holy exists, and you expect me to believe you're not all trying to grab a piece of that sacred blessing for yourself?
The man's words send ripples through the stagnant crowd, and soon enough, another person reaches for the coffin. It's a pale-faced woman in uniform, plucking a feather from the pontiff's remains. A crimson flashes shoot from her fingertips and is gone in the same instant, a fleeting blur moving too fast to truly see.
Look for yourselves! Now the masks come off!
The sun and the moon are your eyes. My soul finds peace in your presence, and is satisfied by the light of your gaze.
Interesting. Then a second person moves, a third. The desperate hunger for the sacred blessing shatters the last pretense of order. A frenzy begins. Hands claw at the corpse, tearing the crown from her head and scraping to claim any fragment of her fading divinity.
See? That's my cue. And people wonder why I'm here today.
Did you see that?
Hard to miss the commotion, isn't it? Now quit gawking and stick close. If you're so set on digging into the Pontiff's business, the least you can do is make yourself useful.
Wow, okay. Ryushi! Hello! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whoever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. How are you? It's been a minute since we've seen ya. Hope life's treated you well. That's Ishmael's coding story? Yeah, we just started Ishmael's coding story. We just got done with Ishmael's affection story. And that was a good read. So now we're doing Ishmael's wedding coding. Now. But we'll have to finish it on Thursday because I'm not going to have enough time to get through all of it today. But yeah, we're doing her coding story today and then doing it on Thursday. And then we're going to be doing Discord's floating record on Saturday. So it's pretty interesting so far, though.
Got it.
Chardon and you move forward together, forcefully carving a path through the noisy crowd until you reach the heart of the commotion. With swift reflexes, you intercept several opportunist thieves trying to loot the remains amidst the chaos, promptly handing them over to Shorthalt. Amazing, and is your back better? Yeah, it's a lot better. It's a lot better now. I'm gonna go back to the gym here this week and get back into doing that because it's been about almost 2 weeks now since I haven't been in the gym. So my body's not used to it, and so I'm not used to it, and I want to get back in the gym for that because I missed a lot of days on that. So, but it was necessary to get my back better. But yeah, back is feeling a lot better. I'm able to move now, able to do what I need to do. So just taking it one day at a time with it. Okay. But as Shortheart is securing the offenders with handcuffs, a hand, or perhaps just a phantom one that never truly existed, shoves you violently from behind. You stumble forward, bracing yourself against the cold edge of the lead coffin, and suddenly find yourself staring into the lifeless countenance inside. Your faces mere inches apart.
So familiar.
Meanwhile, the desperate thief and robber continue to shop beside you, struggling against the officer's grip.
I didn't have a choice. They say the Pontiff's remains. There's a sacred blessing that even a sliver could cure anything.
Great things to hear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm too young to. I can't just die from this. Don't you understand? I couldn't let this chance slip away.
The shouts keep ringing in your ears as your heart, already tormented from the recent dream, hammers wildly against your ribs. Then a sudden excruciating pain tears from your chest, stealing your breath and triggering a violent coughing fit.
Hey, don't tell me you're sick too. Did you come here today also for?
No, I'm fine.
You endure the fire in your ribs, but any coherent throat is drowned, utterly lost to the roaring cacophony of the crowd. Then you sense something is amiss. The sound is gone. All of it. Your gaze jerks upward and your eyes wider than shock, staring directly into the lifeless face that lies mere inches from your own. I knew she went dead.
Hello. It's been a while.
Boom! Oh! Come on! It's them small Easter eggs! It is them small Easter eggs, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. We know that is our Ishmael right there, the one who was with us when we were time jumping to save her people. Man, that's crazy! Come on. Come on, man, come on. She says it with a smile.
There's no need to worry about your fingers. You won't be growing any tendrils yourself.
Aren't you supposed to be dead?
Your first instinct is to ask a question? I expected this world's version of you to be more vulnerable. Perhaps a scream, backing away to report the anomaly with my corpse. Or even attempting to steal a fragment of this divine power in the chaos.
Come on now, we're gentlemen here. We ain't lowering down like that. We the professionals here. All right? Now, I done told y'all that this was probably a story that she wanted to cook up and just be like, oh, why don't we curve this story here and see how this is gonna go. I'm not surprised. Though the former pontiff's Ishmael lips remain motionless, her voice, laced with amusement, resonates with perfect clarity within your mind.
I'd never do that.
Then how much do you remember about the mission that brought you here? After all, you were torn into this anomaly. Your origin, your destination, they are all temporarily erased. You're left with nothing but that mission.
I'm not sure I follow. The Incorporated formed a special committee. My mission is to investigate the truth behind your death.
So you've forgotten even that. I'm sorry. Everything happened too suddenly. You should come to me. In your current state, you need me.
But you're right in front of me. And where to? You want me to climb into your coffin just for a joint burial?
An amusing proposal. But being buried alongside this projection of mine would be far less entertaining. Go to the tower in the city center. That is where I reside. My true self is waiting at the top.
Well now, looks like I am the White Knight who must ascend the tower to save the princess. I shall do that for my beloved. You mean the crime scene the police won't tell me about?
Indeed. The scene of the Pontiff's assassination.
I must climb the ascendant to solve this police crime and save the princess. Thanks for the first-hand information. It's not that I don't want to go. I just can't get access. The police haven't been cooperative. She studies her briefly. A look of understanding crosses her face.
It seems you've encountered interference. The world has taken notice. That's why you cannot proceed.
What are you implying?
In the next moment, Sharp snaps a fingers echo from within the coffin. Shortheart has been blowing the maintain order, suddenly freezes mid-motion.
There. Try speaking with that officer again. Persuade him to take you. He may be the only one you can sway.
She blinks meaningfully, then voices the subtle pact sealed between you.
I'll be waiting.
Oh, don't you worry, I got you, girl. The Pontiff's awakening dissolves like a fleeting hallucination. The world crashes back in. The clamor of the crowd floods your ears just as Shortheart firm grips hauls you roughly to your feet.
You planning on taking a nap in there? Come on, up you get. The dead aren't known for being great conversationalists.
Up you get? Don't you mean up you go?
All right, the anticipated disturbance is handled. Let's get this thing sealed up before anything else decides to pop out.
In the distance, those driven mad by their scrambled for the Pontiff's relics are being led away. In the sudden quiet, the remaining pallbearers step forward with grim solemnity. They lift the heavy, dense lead lid and settle back into place. With a final hollow sound, the coffin is sealed. The preposterous Pontiff, merciful Ishmael, holy incarnate, whatever grandiose title she bore in life, they are now entombed within her, never to rise again.
Officer.
You, the prosecutor who has witnessed her final moment, speak up. Your gaze is fixed on the unapproachable officer and in his hands. Perhaps because you glimpsed the forbidden truth in the chaos, the eerie realization has taken root in your mind, impossible to ignore any longer. You see it clearly now. Shortheart's fingertips also glow with the same faint crimson light.
What now? Don't tell me you still want to look inside.
Shortheart asks, finally seizing the opportunity to pull a pre-rolled cigarette from his pocket and light it. The gesture forces you to withdraw your gaze from his glowing fingertips and return to the matter at hand.
It's my job. The Special Investigation Committee put me on this case for a reason. The public is watching. The council is demanding answers about the Pontiff's death. And besides...
Coughing sharply, you produce your credentials once more. Just below your name rests a small inscription. Krentos, the name of your homeland.
Even if it's not for this assassin's sake, Krentos deserves the truth.
You've got to let that go. That war was decided the moment that bullet flew. No amount of truth-seeking is gonna put that genie back in the bottle. Look, to the folks in charge, Krentosan assassin wasn't a tragedy. It was a gift. The perfect excuse they've been waiting for. That's all this ever was.
I know Thebesia's army has already reached Krentos' shores. But I won't let this condone Krentos to the wrong side of history. Not if I can help it.
Shorthalt sighs again, tapping a plume of ash from his cigarette. You can already sense another lecture coming your way.
To be honest, I've always found the conflict between Krentos and Thebesia suspiciously convenient. I think there's someone else pulling the strings. They're just puppets. Sometimes I get this creeping sensation that our world isn't real.
Shorthalt swallows whatever lecture he was about to exhale, and with the smoke, his expression shifting to one of bewilderment suspicion, even the distant sun seems to be amused, its lights wavering faintly.
You feeling alright? Talking about gods and whatnot with a cop. I believe in firepower, not higher power.
I'm serious. And the absurdity I've seen goes a lot deeper than that. The most unreal part is that nothing we do seems to matter. It all feels futile.
You remember a radio segment about a butterfly's wing birthing in a hurricane. Now you can feel like that. Now you feel like that butterfly, flapping madly, hoping to create a breeze that reaches the officer standing before you.
Take my file. You've read it, haven't you?
Now that's a topic I can work with. Yeah, I read it. You've always wanted to enlist. To become a commandant, right? Those wishes you wrote on paper planes in school. It's all in there.
It was the dream, but life kept getting in the way, pulling me further off course. I thought becoming a prosecutor was the next best thing.
Let me redo that.
I thought becoming a prosecutor was the next best thing. A different path to the same goal, but...
You tell him about the cases that once mattered, and how each one crumbled into failure, twisted into something strange and unresolved. That long row of deed ends paved your way to becoming the department's sewer cleaner, the Kretosian specialist in lost causes.
And now they've handed me this. Confirmed the pontiff's death and delivered the sentence.
Something in your tales of unfortunate twists seems to strike a chord. The officer falls into an unexpected complaint of silence.
Huh. You think that's why I'm here? I read your file, felt a pang of sympathy for the lost kid, and decided to be the one cop in this whole city willing to put up with you?
I doubt it. See, I read your file too, officer.
Shorthalt raises an eyebrow, though he seems utterly unbothered. A veteran of the procedural dance of mutual investigation, he merely gives a curt nod, a silent command for you to continue.
You have a friend. A female commandant stationed in Krentos. And from your life story, you've never actually wanted to be a police officer in the first place? Hence.
Wrong. Fine arts. Or it was supposed to be. Flunked the entrance exam. Got shuffled into a general studies program. Then the Self-Governing Act reforms hit, and my track got rerouted. Straight into law enforcement.
That doesn't sound so unusual.
It gets better. Before I even started, a relative on the force died in the line of duty. Through some weird policy, his benefits transferred to me. I could have walked right into a badge, no degree needed.
I see. A fortunate coincidence like that surely has more to the story.
I didn't want it, of course. After graduation, I dug my heels in. Turned down a professional recommendation, refused the force. Took odd jobs instead. Wouldn't even do security work. I'd rather be in the back of some kitchen, up to my elbows in dishwater. Turns out, that restaurant was a police front, an undercover op. By pure chance, I stumbled into helping them nab a guy they've been after for weeks. Case closed, front shut down, no more dishes to wash. And they offered me a job. Again. The day I finally put on this uniform, a voice in my head screamed two things. I'm sick of this job. I should really find something else to do. And, that stubborn woman shouldn't be a commandant. She'll just get herself killed on the battlefield.
But no matter how hard you tried, you couldn't escape it.
Short-Hot had tried studying fine arts, literature, and even education. Pat's meant to lead anyone but here, yet no matter what he did, he ended up becoming a police officer anyway. Just as you. No matter how much you resisted, inevitably traveled from Krantos to Tbilisi on an academic visit, just as you had to leave your homeland behind to become a prosecutor belonging to Tbilisi. And just as no matter how you've tried to evade it, the pontiff's case would inevitably become your responsibility.
It's like something is guiding the word script, never giving you another option. Just like what happened to me.
Short-Hot puts out a cigarette.
So after my repeated request, you decided to come see me. Actually, your only real duty today is to maintain order at the funeral.
Short-Hot frowns in thought for a moment, as if confirming something to himself, then his face finally shows a hint of relief.
I gave up on trying to fight the current of this world a long time ago. But you're the most stubborn, obsessive person I've ever met. A complete lunatic. Just as I figured. I never wanted this police life. But this bizarre reality keeps insisting I'm meant to be a worrywart with a badge. So I thought, why not trust my gut? Meet the other person the universe seems to be pushing around and standing.
God damn it!
I'm glad I did.
Thank you for hearing me out.
All right, let's be clear. I do have two missions today. Keep the peace at this funeral, and preferably address the concerns of the Inspectorate General's prosecutor. There are procedures we just can't ignore, or someone will file a complaint.
Why did they write it like that? It should have just been, and preferably address the concerns of the Inspectorate General's prosecutor. I don't know why they did preferably and preferably. Maybe he just failed to deliver the actual meaning of it. I don't know, but that when he read that didn't make sense, or it didn't have enough oomph. He pauses for a moment.
And because you're just like me.
Fortunately, your wing flapping attempt has succeeded. You have at least stirred something in the officer, awakening a long-buried seed of doubt and curiosity within him. Short-Hot takes one last measured look at the kindred spirit before him, a furrow in his brow finally easing.
Any formal request you file will get buried in paperwork forever, but I can satisfy your curiosity, if your questions stay within the bounds of procedure. So cut to the chase. What evidence are you actually looking for?
You straighten your collar and, allowing your guidance of what had moments ago seemed like mere hallucination, announce the entirely new destination.
Please take me to the tallest tower in Tbilisi, officer.
I gotta say, so far, pretty good. It's gonna take us on a wild journey already. I can tell that this is gonna take up most of the stream on Thursday. It's gonna be a lot of fun though. I'm excited to see how it's gonna unfold. And yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But that's gonna do it for tonight's stream. I really want to wait till we get all of it done, or to do most of it by then. So I'm excited. It should be a lot of fun. I don't think I can do any more. Yeah, I don't have enough to do. I don't have enough to pull Liv yet. What's my rate up number? Oh, so I get 2? Ah, interesting. What's the bonus on this? Yeah, we'll go this. That's alright. That was just a freebie. Freebie. Another freebie. Let's see if we get it. Nope. Do I get a freebie here too? Nope. No freebie. Part of me really wants to pull for her skin. Part of me really, really does want me to pull for her skin, but thankfully I think we'll get to see a debut whenever we get more into the story of hers. So that will be my decision of whether or not we pull for it. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. We made a really good headway. Ooh, gotta take those headphones off. So far, again, really enjoying the story. I really enjoyed the affection story. That was really good on how they led up to some of the Easter eggs that we see, and knowing the wording that we left with her and seeing how she talks about it every now and then is a nice touch. Yeah, that is a nice touch. So we're getting close. Like I said, we're getting closer to getting actually caught up with everything. Right now, we're just, like I said, we're on the back end now. We're just kind of clearing up a couple of loose strings. Like I said, Ishmael's affection story, the wedding coding. Now we go on to Discord to do her floating record, and then we go on to Veronica, do her affection story. I don't think Discord has an affection story that is worth mentioning, at least that I know of. We'll have to see when I get to her chapter. But yeah, so far though, I would say realistically, we've got, if we count the affection stories, we've got 6 stories left. 3 main ones and 3 affection stories. And after that, we should be caught up. I don't think I'll be caught up by winter, but if I can get caught up before the new year, hey, that sets us up really nicely for everything else. So I'm excited. Should be a lot of fun. I'm in no rush on top of it all because I'm just doing my thing and just having fun with it. That's the one thing too, ladies and gentlemen. That's how I've been able to do it for like almost a year straight of just playing this game. It's just been fun for me. It's been a lot of fun, and once you have fun with it, it doesn't really feel as tedious or as what's the word I'm looking for? Repetitive as it needs to be. Because if you're having fun with it, then you're having fun with it, and it just goes by. And that's something I've always been nice with, is that it's fun, and if I'm having fun with it, time's gonna fly by. Like I blink now, and it's like, damn, I was on chapter 14, not 11 months ago, or 10 months ago. I think we're pulling up on a year pretty soon, and it's like, wow, I've come a long way. And I actually got my Twitch recap from Twitch, and I seen that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I was still streaming. I was streaming on Twitch before I ended up switching to YouTube, and I haven't looked back since. I will probably go back to streaming to Twitch again one day. I don't know when. I just got to really figure out more of the multi-streaming aspect of Twitch, because I know that they want you to cater to Twitch rather than the catering to YouTube or a different platform, which I get is understandable. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. Like I said, the short film should be in production this week. I didn't have time to do it. I did not have time to do it this weekend. We had jam-packed with a lot of family stuff, and then I was working on a lot of things on the back end. So hopefully look for that to come out this week. It's gonna be on Bianca's chapter, and I'm excited to do that because I already have some music lined up of how I want to do it and how I want it to go. So look on the lookout for that. And then yeah, look out for those. Those are gonna be fun to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you all so much for being here. You did not have to be here today to watch me stream and use your time to watch me, because I know time is the most precious currency we have in this world, and the fact that you decided to watch me from it, I don't take that for granted whatsoever, and I thank you all so much for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get on out of here. I will see you all Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we will be continuing on with Ishmael's wedding coding. I hope you guys have a good night, a good morning, and a good afternoon, and I'll see you all then. I'm out. Peace!
Look, labels blowing up my line and got me missing calls. Told her you ain't gotta hit me till you licking balls. Feel like ZVF, baby, I be cooler than the mink weather. Make a Coke bottle, give me brain till I think better. Back up on my shit again, hanging out with Benjamin.